Welcome to Sky's View.
So,
The new and improved version 1.14. Got a new episode. We got a new intro. Got a new fucking haircut. Same old shitheads, though.
I like it.
yeah.
There's old Andrew Nelson over there in the corner.
What's up?
Old Blakey Renshaw back in the building.
Hey.
And old Denton.
And Blake brought his same notepad and pen, too.
I
Yeah.
did.
I'm excited
I flipped
about
the
it.
page
I was
over.
gonna say the same notes.
New
last time on the
cut
front.
though.
Is it the same? Is it actually the old notes on there, too?
They're on the other side. They're not very good.
Were they sloppily written or something?
Yeah, it's not impressive. I didn't learn anything from them when I look back. So
Well, that's all right. Maybe you can make some of them out if you have any questions from them.
yeah, there we go.
I mean, we did have 7 hours worth of podcast last time, so I think we still got about 50 more hours that we could easily talk about.
Yeah,
You know?
easy.
I'd say you could pass the test without the notes anyway, don't you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think you need the notes. I've had a couple requests since the last time we had an episode, actually, from a couple people saying that we did a great job explaining it, but we also said things that we didn't explain. So the request has been to talk to the audience like they're 5.
Okay.
Because everyone says that we're too smart when it comes to aliens.
Is that what it is?
No, that's not even remotely close. But I did actually have a couple people. I had one person say that they were going to write me an email with like multiple questions
Oh,
that
sweet.
they had, but they never sent it yet. So kind of
Didn't
sucks.
somebody or multiple people request more alien stuff?
Yes, that's why we're back on.
Okay.
Because I'd had very many people say we need to talk more about aliens. So
I mean, I
is
can
fine
go
with
forever.
Blake.
Yeah, I
That's
can
fine
go
with
forever.
well,
That's all we do.
and we've got some pretty good ones. I mean, honestly, which is crazy. I wake up this morning and first thing I see is Evansville, Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky have a conjoint spotting pretty much. So it's the same ship and they've seen it in both places, I guess.
Or possible multiple ships?
Yeah. And the way that the angle looked though, I don't know. It was weird. And then I think I can put a link maybe when we release this, but I can pull it up for us at least
Yeah.
so we can kind of check it out.
Because I only seen the one that was from Evansville.
Like 3 seconds long.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see it. It was so blurry. I was like, well, that don't show me anything.
Well, and it was not, I mean, just like every alien encounter, it's recorded on a fucking Nokia flip phone and everything's garbage. And all right, let's see.
Yeah, if I was recording what I thought was wonderful evidence to prove the existence of life on another planet, I think I'd be a little more steady with my hands.
Or you would be freaking out
Yeah.
though. You
And-
know,
or
what I
I
mean? Like
would be-
nervous, like shaking your balls off.
Zoom in, zoom out,
Yeah.
you know.
What kind of fucking human being at least doesn't have like at least like a iPhone 4? You know what I mean? Like those
Yeah.
cameras, it's just like, it's the weirdest fucking thing. I
So
just
I-
don't understand it.
I don't know a lot about it, so bring me up to speed. I know an EPD, Evansville Police Department officer, seen it, but is he or she the one that took the video?
Now, from what I had seen, what is going on here? Why are we doing free trials? There we go.
It does say EPD video.
Yeah. I'm the first video
So is
here.
what is it, like a video off of his freaking chest cam? He's just like,
I think it's the camera
it
that
out.
you're seeing at the start. I think that we thought was like a camera from a security camera. I think that might be a police dash
Like on
cam
a squad
yeah,
car.
maybe
oh, okay.
that makes sense.
because it's like a weird
Shitty.
angle. What is going on, dude? This is garbage.
This is what happened to me whenever I saw that one little video and then I couldn't even get back to it or click on anything else. It was just all kinds of shit.
That like still picture looks like there's fucking 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I don't
Well,
know
it
if
looks
it's
like a big-
so blurry. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty much Evansville police officer said that he stared at the sky above the southeast side of Evansville Monday night. What are those, man? That's what he has as a quote. That's his quote. What are those, man? And yeah, him and his partner were parked near Governor Street and Sweetster Street Avenue. I don't know where that is, but you're a native.
Where Governor Street and Sweetser Avenue.
That's what it says.
Didn't they say they drove down towards Marina Point, though? Somewhere in there? I thought they said they tried to go follow it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like that too. This thing is slow.
They couldn't find it once they got down that way.
Sure would have been nice to have a chopper in the air when it happened.
Right? It's kind of weird that it happened this morning. Well, I mean, I guess it didn't happen this morning. It happened Monday night, but what does it say?
All around strange dude, Elon Musk.
What is going on with this news report?
Who wrote this?
Well, we're not going to drop any names just in case, but your website's shit, by the way. The person that the top link when you search Evansville UFO today, your top link is shit. Anyways, I guess that's the roundabout effect, though, is no matter when or where you see a spacecraft, you can never get fucking footage of it. And do you think there's a reason behind that? Because there's no way that it's just happens to be the tards that look up and see it just have shitty phones every single time. There's no way. You think that there's like any conflicting?
It's always
things?
Far away too. Why doesn't anyone get one straight above them?
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like if
someone
one
had
I
to
feel
be
like
under 'em.
if somebody is straight underneath it, they're froze. They're freaking out.
that's what
I don't know if I'd be able to do it. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even
See,
think about it
I-
at first, right?
I think
be
about
like-
this all the time, and I'm gonna Travis Walton it.
You're gonna go in.
Oh, you
I'm
touch
gonna. Somebody, well, Amber Knight, texted me the link today of the story, and I wrote her back and said, I'm probably the one and only person on earth other than Travis Walton that if I see one, I'm gonna run towards it. I'm so
I don't know what I
tired
would
of all
do.
the vagueness. I'm gonna just buckle up and sprint towards it.
I'll be honest with you, I probably would too.
Camera out. If they take me into the craft, I'm stealing something.
I feel like I've talked too much about this in my life to not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You almost get to the point where it's like, now's the time that I really don't look like an idiot.
I know I wouldn't like run from it or be afraid, but I don't know if I would. I would be so fucking excited. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't know what I would do. Like, oh
Yeah, it would. At first, you'd be like kind of shocked, and then
yeah.
you definitely
And then it
start
could be
chasing
gone,
after
you know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah, like if it's going, like load up, we gotta chase this
I'm
down.
gonna catch this thing.
Like Twister.
Yeah.
That little
Yeah.
machine with the Coke cans in it. I mean, you would only have to. You couldn't just be like, well, there it was. Finally saw one.
Yep. Well, and that's
See ya.
why everybody I run into, I tell them that's what I'm going to do, so that when it happens, I'm forced to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
you
Now
go.
you've committed with so many people. It's
Right.
like, shit, I told 24 people.
And now I
this.
just said it on Sky's View, so we're worldwide now. I
Oh,
have to do
yeah.
it.
6.7 million people are hearing this now.
Oh
so
man.
oh, yeah, we're famous now because of Jade. Jade got us TikTok famous today, by the way. So,
Really?
yeah,
Nice.
like 100 views.
Whoa.
Actually, before we get into it, here, you want to hand this over?
Yeah.
We have a gift for our
Before you
guest.
open that, I'm gonna start
geez.
carrying around like Roman candles.
Can we get him on camera
So
opening
if,
this thing?
so if I do have a
Yeah.
sighting,
What do I need
Point your
to
camera down. Just grab the camera and tilt it toward you. Yeah, there you go.
let,
Yeah,
let Bush Hog do that?
there you go. Right there.
Good.
Perfect.
I'm gonna start carrying Roman candles with me. So then if I come in an encounter, I'll just start shooting Roman candles towards it.
There you
Right,
go.
yeah.
Flares
Yeah.
or work.
Do you have a desk at work?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's for your desk.
Yeah, we're hoping you can put this on your
It's
desk.
yeah, it's definitely going there. What is this, dude?
He's so excited. He is ripping that fucking thing open.
Believe it or not, it's small, but it's actually neat.
It's super cool.
Here, I'll help you. I'll get it set
This
up
is dope.
as you put everything out. This is your little grass pod.
This is your I don't know what you would call it.
I want this.
I'll get this.
I want
cool.
this. Touch
dude,
his
that
head.
hat.
Push his head.
Push it.
Yeah. Hold it up to your mic.
Go hover over the cow.
Oh no, it's not in camera.
No way.
Yeah, it's magnetic. Now push his head again, or keep the cow on there.
Hang on. Is the camera on there?
Yeah, you're good. Now keep it there and listen.
You can hear the cow moving once you pick him up.
This is sick.
Now if you take the cow off and press the dude's head again, he'll fucking fly away. Like, he'll make the fly away noises.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Isn't that neat?
This is fucking sick.
And then I think the only thing that I wasn't happy with was I thought that space, that little like floating thing, I thought it was going to make it enough where that cow would hover. Like midair.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
I mean, it's still
really
fucking
cool.
awesome.
We actually bought one for the studio too. So
We just didn't want to put it out yet, and then you fall in love with it.
Yeah, I probably would have tried to steal it before.
Okay.
Oh, here, I got a trash can over here.
Reposition for me.
Oh, hold on. There should have been a...
Oh, there might be something in there.
Yep.
If it's instructions, I'd
no, it's a book about cow abductions.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I didn't know
is it
that.
about like the mutilations?
Oh, cool.
We didn't even talk about that either. That shit's crazy.
Well, that's a good segue. Let's get into cow mutilations because they are gnarly.
Yeah, I've seen some
Skinwalker
really
Ranch.
weird pictures
Yeah.
of cow mutilations.
Well, and it's like crazy precision
Yeah.
out in the middle of a field for no reason.
Skinwalker Ranch has
And they take
been a really good.
parts of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like weird parts too. It's like a kidney.
I've seen some
Dude.
photos of one where they had just basically had skinned it just from the nose part of it and then the skin around the eyes. Now, I don't know about the whole cow abduction thing. There's some really weird people out there.
Oh, yeah.
That I could see just, hey, let's kill this cow and freaking carve it up real weird and freak everybody out kind of people.
Right. Yeah. And I think there are some like that, but some of them
Some of them don't make sense.
or they're like, they say they've been like instantly cauterized as it was cut, shit
Yeah.
like that. That's the stuff that it's like, whoa.
I wonder what the purpose would be. If say it's real, say aliens, they've confirmed aliens have abducted cows. Well, for what reason?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Research, we eat them.
Well, right now, scientists on Earth are actually trying to create like engineered beef, like
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that.
like it's
Steaks,
like cloning.
like
It's like
fake steaks that
they basically like use like a stem cell and just will grow up.
So
Way
maybe
for you.
these really skinny aliens,
Need to fatten up.
yeah, maybe their food shortage has gone to shit, and they're down here collecting samples, and they take those home and somehow reproduce them and just create steaks for everybody on.
Is
Their planet.
there something? I mean, I'm not a cowologist or whatever you would call a specialist in cows, but is there something different about a cow than there is with anything else? You know what I mean? Like, I know they have two stomachs and like things like that, but is there other things that have two stomachs?
I don't know.
Like maybe it's something like that.
I'm also not a cowologist.
Well,
Is Andy? Are you a cowologist?
No, I don't think so.
Is it India? Is it Hindu where cows are sacred?
Oh God!
Right?
Oh God! We've stumbled
it's one
upon
of
it.
them.
Why would they be sacred?
I don't know.
I wonder what the reasoning is that they're sacred in that religion.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
either.
they're in some fucked up shit though. I mean, have you seen anytime you see like the artwork of India,
It's awesome.
it's pretty gnarly. Like,
Yeah.
Well, what other animal on planet Earth do we almost essentially use every part of? I mean, we use their skin for leather. What part of the cat are we not eating? I've seen people eat the damn tongue.
yeah, it's actually really good. People say it's like, I've never,
Delicacy.
I'm not a cowologist, so I've never eaten the tongue, but
Drink their
I
milk.
mean,
about-
freaking ground beef, sirloins, T-bones, ribeyes, porterhouses.
yeah, we figured out every way to make a cow different.
Yeah.
What about pig though? Pig same way, right? We use their skin.
We don't
and all
drink
that, right?
pig's milk.
Yeah, and we don't really use their
I didn't
skin
think
for
about that.
clothing and leather and wallets and
You know what's kind of fucked up though? If you think about it, with a cow, we even eat their kids. Veal.
Oh yeah. That's the best cow.
Yeah. So it's like we're not just eating their kids, we're also drinking the milk that feeds their kids too.
Yeah.
I mean, we fucking hate cows. Holy shit.
We love cows.
Well, yeah, it matters how you
Cows
put it.
hate us.
Yeah. It's like the eat more chicken. In that Chick-fil-A's the slogan, they used to have those cows like falling off their billboards and shit. Like, eat more chickens, please. You're killing my aunts and uncles.
I never really thought about it before, but that does beg the question, why is it that it's just cows getting mutilated? I mean, you don't hear about mutilated hogs or dogs or birds.
Cows probably pretty slow.
Yeah.
Cows are probably pretty dumb, too.
Maybe because they're always like...
And they're everywhere?
Yeah, and then they're always in bunches, like...
Big
like
pasture out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, and a hog is pretty scarce, I feel like, as in, like, if it's scared easily. I feel like a cow, there's a reason they do cow tipping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a fucking thing falls asleep standing up. So I think they just hit wrong place, wrong time. Is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Have you watched that Skinwalker Ranch?
I haven't.
That was
I
on
want to.
History Channel.
Which one?
Like the new
documentary.
not the documentary.
It's got the blonde, like
the
astrophysicist
NASA,
or whatever.
He's on there. It was on like last year.
Wait, is this the show?
Yeah.
Oh, the one
Remember
that we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Is it the series?
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh yeah.
The
We're
hunt
on
for
like
the
the one-
Skinwalker or whatever.
Like on the last episode, one of the cows like all of a sudden dies, and then when they re-flash back, like they had video because they have cameras set for everywhere. So when they watched the video and slowed it down by frames, there was actually they spotted something that was hovering over the trees, like right where this cow was, that was like going crazy, and then it just all of a sudden died, and then this thing jetted.
Gone.
Wasn't there something weird about it too? Didn't they say there was no blood or there was nothing?
there was they didn't know how they did like an exam on it. They didn't know how it died. It just it's pretty crazy. I was like damn.
I mean, they damn near caught it on camera. It was in the middle of the day too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was daytime because they'd spotted something that they caught on the camera hovering like above it, and it was like gone, and because they slowed the frames down.
Yeah, but if that was a craft, if it was moving extremely fast, like we talked about last episode, in our perception of it, it happened in an instant.
Right.
But they would have experienced time different inside that craft, right?
Correct.
Would have to.
So they could have done anything, really.
Yeah, because I mean, you kind of flutter with the whole. I think we brought this up last time too with that movie with Matthew McConaughey, Interstellar.
Oh yeah,
it's like the same kind of concept. That
Right.
Yeah,
it has to do with like the smaller. I don't know what was the whole premise of that. It was like the smaller of a space, the slower time falls through it. Wasn't that why he was like in that bookshelf or all that goofy shit?
he was in another.
He was
like
in a different dimension.
Oh, that's right.
There.
And they were just kind of using it as a.
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Speaking of ranches, though, I heard on actually yesterday on the radio that 80 acres is for sale that butts up to Area 51.
How much?
4.5 mil.
Jeez,
It's a whole.
How much is Gotsy's worth?
You get the.
How much is Dairy Queen worth?
not even 10%.
So
of that.
you get
Can we
the
start
whole.
selling
You
shit?
get the whole ranch. And it comes with all the cattle, and the guy actually has. He made a deal because he has it. He's had the ranch since like the 70s. He has a deal with the Air Force where his cattle can roam on part of Area 51 land, and he can come on the land. But they gave him a certain radio that he has to call in before he comes on the land.
How far in can the cows go?
I was getting ready to say.
It
That's
didn't
easy.
really say.
We're going to wire them with cameras.
Yeah.
Rig them up with
But
cameras.
it's
and go
on the.
graze
I
in
don't,
there.
It said it was like the.
Just don't get abducted.
It's got the famous black
I'll
mailbox
lose my
on
camera.
it. They were talking about the famous black mailbox everybody goes to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There, I guess they originally thought that's where whenever Bob Lazar came out with his story, they thought that's where he filmed
Oh, okay.
this shit. So that's where everyone goes all the time. It's like this dude's mailbox.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? So the easiest way to sneak onto Area 51 now is to just buy a Halloween cow costume. Then,
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
like
thinking.
a very
I'll,
get
be-
like-
one.
I'll
get serious
do
about
it with you, but you're in the back.
Okay.
I'll be the front legs. That way, if a bull comes along, I don't have to worry about anything.
It'd be like we could do like Ace Ventura. You know, he builds like the animatronic.
The rhino.
one.
It sure is
Slides
hot in
out of
these
it.
rhinos.
It's rhino.
That'd be sweet though if we had the money to buy that. We just go out there on trips and just
Just sit there and stare
Yeah.
at the sky.
Yeah.
We're bound to have something happen.
The weird fucking thing about it is, here we go wrapping back around the cows, but why would they agree with that? You know what I mean?
Well, because what happened was he owned part of, whenever they started Area 51, they took 89,000 like acres or whatever, public land, and half of it was part of his land, and they were like, gave him no explanation. He's like, I want to see this shit in writing. Like, how the hell are you taking part of my land? So somehow
they take it.
Somehow they came up
Eminent
with
domain.
a deal. I don't know.
That's a pretty fucking shitty deal, if you ask me.
Hey, we're going to take all your ground, but your cow sure can eat on it.
Yeah.
He said he bought the land for $16,000 back in.
And how many acres was it? Like a couple, like 1,000?
It's they're selling 80 acres, but I don't know how much he bought before that. He got half of it fucking took away.
Jesus Christ.
16 grand. Now it's selling for 4.5.
Well, he fucking had to have had it pretty, like, in the 40s and 50s.
Can we get him on the show?
Yeah,
Probably call the cow guy in.
How cool
Yeah.
would that be?
Maybe.
Dude, he has probably seen some shit.
Well, yeah. Or he's seen absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
They probably might.
Don't
They've
give a shit.
They've men in blacked him for sure. They've hit him with that fucking light gun. He's just got a fucking piece of hay in his mouth and just loving life.
I think he's ever forgot to
Integrity
radio.
Farms.
I love integrity.
I think he's ever forgot to radio and he's coming across the land and they're about to shoot him down.
Oh, yeah. Probably got fucking laser beams on him at all times, dude. You can't be that close to Area 51 and then not watch every move you make.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, this is Farmer Johnson. I've got another cow loose. I'm going to come in here and get this thing.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me with your lasers.
Hey, I'm missing another cow. Is it one of your spacecrafts took it?
Yeah.
You know what? That'd be a good idea for the government to allow the cows on if they knew about this cow mutilation thing. Like, well, maybe we can catch one in the act.
Maybe that's why cow mutilation started. Because if we ever had an alien, the first time we ever had one was from Area 51. The first crash site, if we got a ship or an alien, was probably there. The alien escaped, ran. First thing it found was a cow, ate it.
Loved it.
Got picked up, phoned home, got picked up. Dude, these fucking things are awesome.
Delicious.
We need to drain their blood. We need to cut them at these parts. This is where I eat them. And now we have cow mutilations. How it's been solved.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that weird how you wrap things around?
On to the fucking next one.
Yeah, on to the next. Put a little mark on your check sheet over there.
Cow mutilation? Or?
Solved. We have solved cow mutilation. I mean, makes sense to me.
And people
You're
say
welcome,
we're just up
America.
here goofing around.
Yeah, we're some problems. God damn, give me 180 days. I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah.
So, I want to kind of point out Andy's shirt because that's so cool. I feel
like
like
it.
we need to.
Video?
Yeah, it's on video. You know what's funny? You realize that is exactly what I drew for my logo. Which it's pretty standard, but
Oh, what, the gray?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the very I mean, I'm not saying I made it first. I'm just saying that's exactly what it is, pretty much.
I joined the Space Force team.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to make some hoodies
We had
for
NASA
the
in
veterans.
here last time.
We need some.
They got shit on Space Force.
Yeah, fuck NASA.
I was pretty proud of my daughter. Tomorrow is you're supposed to dress as what you want to be when you grow up.
Oh, man.
She dressed
I can only
like
imagine where this is going.
she dressed like a dinosaur.
Well, it was supposed to be delivered to the house today. I'm hoping I can hold this up and you can see this on camera.
Oh, you should be fine. Is that a NASA?
Yeah, she wants to be an astronaut.
Oh, dude, that is
Hell yeah.
the weirdest milkman astronaut costume I've ever seen, though.
Yeah, $30. What can you do?
Why does it look like that?
I don't know. They have all kinds of them on there.
Why doesn't it have at least a
A helmet.
half-ass helmet? It's
Well,
got
because
fucking
it's something that a kid's gonna wear one fucking time. so they're
here is
like,
one with a helmet.
$30. Okay.
But it wasn't in her size.
Oh, yeah, that's a space.
I almost
man.
ordered it because then she wouldn't have to wear a mask all day. Just keep her visor down.
I just imagine her wearing that all fucking day.
You gotta wear a mask.
I'll get a picture of her in
all
it.
day.
Oh yeah, they'll make her wear a mask underneath their fucking huge helmet that protects you from space. You gotta wear another one.
Yeah.
So she's wearing that tomorrow. We'll have to.
If it fit, it's supposed to be on the porch today.
Well, conveniently,
Hey, we
take
can
a
go a couple pieces of ice in that.
take a picture of her, and we can upload it onto here if you don't care. We can throw it up there. We just have her on there. So
Thanks, sir.
where did it go? I ordered a game, and I don't know if we need to play the actual game. Andy, grab that box over there, big boy.
How big a boy
So this
are you?
turned out to be something way different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a bunch of questions, but this thing is straight up Monopoly.
Yeah, it comes in. It's an actual board game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I mean, it literally says on the box that it takes an hour plus to even like play one game. But
I can imagine.
We need to play it once, not like the first time, like not
Oh, yeah.
recording or something like that.
yeah, I agree. I want to get the rules and then we can actually play one. But I wanted to grab a couple of
pretty
these
cool board.
cards. I'm just going to go random here. Yeah, the board is pretty neat, isn't it?
Just test our knowledge.
Yeah, I want to test some knowledge here.
Double sixes Armageddon.
You people at home can play along if you'd like, or don't. I don't give a shit. Let me get the camera here for
We
all
literally
three.
don't.
Where do
give a
you
shit.
think most people are when they're listening to this? Do you think they're at home?
I have a big feeling that most of them are pooping.
Pooping.
I don't know why.
Probably, probably working,
Vehicle working.
Yeah.
driving,
Shitting on someone else's time,
Yeah.
probably, or driving.
driving.
Yeah.
That's when I mostly listen to podcasts.
I usually listen to them in the bathroom,
Mowing.
showering.
So it
Put 'em
takes
on.
you a long time to get through an episode.
Well, I mean, I listen to them other places too.
Right.
You don't listen to a lot of podcasts when you make your own. I feel like now that I have to edit all this shit, I haven't listened to one in a long time.
Really?
The one that was on Rogan, the dude, what's his name?
Well,
Travis Walton?
Yes,
oh, yeah.
I listened to that one. That's the last
just-
one I've listened to.
I just watched the Elon Musk one again.
The second one.
Or is it the second one or the third
I think it's the second one.
Oh,
It's
I think he's
third
been on
one.
3 times.
He smoked weed on one of them.
That was the first one. And then there was the second one.
Yeah.
This was his third time.
And this was the third time. I
Okay,
think.
well, I've only seen
He
two.
drank
I think-
they drank a bunch of whiskey this time.
Oh, I haven't seen that one at all. Then I thought he's only on twice. Was the one he
It was
smoked weed
new.
and the one he talked about AI being the scariest thing you've ever seen? Is that the same one, or is that two separate ones?
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
So those were
He
together.
talked about AI again.
I have a hard time finding the full episodes on YouTube anymore. I'm
you
assuming
can't,
you can't anymore.
You can't.
He made a deal with Spotify.
There's still
100
clips though.
$100 million.
But you can watch
A
the
year.
video on Spotify.
Jeez. We could buy the ranch.
You know somebody's
of
going to
corn.
buy that shit that's like Indian, has money in the UFOs. They're definitely.
I hope Robert Bigelow gets it.
Who's that?
From Bigelow Aerospace.
I don't know any of this.
So you got SpaceX, Elon and SpaceX. Probably his closest rival would be Bigelow Aerospace.
Can't be that fucking close. I've
Really?
never heard of him.
You never heard of him?
No.
Oh, wow. He's a huge alien fanatic.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Elon just said the other day that
Well, he was
aliens
on the
aren't
show.
real,
He was on
so-
Joe Rogan just the other day.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get on there and look. Never heard of this dude. You heard of him, Andy?
I've heard of the name, but I'm trying to put.
So he pretty much he's doing the same shit, trying to get to Mars.
Yeah, right now he's working on like a these inflatable like space hotels kind of.
Oh, is he the guy that's talking about putting the fucking hotel?
Oh, I saw
in
that.
orbit.
By
Yeah.
like 2020,
Okay, I saw that.
by
That's
2025 or something. It's gonna
Yeah.
be in orbit.
No,
Is
it
that what I've
wasn't
seen?
2025.
They're going to start in 2025.
I thought I saw something about.
I mean, they better that thing's got to be about done. Hell, it took 3 years or something to build the MGM Grand.
I just I see things and I like just kind of skim through them sometimes. I got
That's
time
him.
to.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've-
okay.
I've seen that guy. I
Okay.
don't-
I didn't know that he had that. Like that.
I've heard the
space
name,
program.
but I don't know.
I didn't know that he had that either.
Bigelow
only other ones like that I-
Aerospace. Yeah, put
Okay.
it on your notes.
The other one,
Something to look up when you get home.
Okay, Andy wasn't wrong, dude. The world's first space hotel to begin construction for opening in 2027.
okay.
Bigelow's doing that.
I was kind of.
There's a picture of it.
Yeah, see the picture I saw looked like a big inflatable.
It looks
thing.
like every
Like that looks
movie.
Yeah.
That's like a picture of.
They're hoping they can like connect a
Like,
bunch
so
of these
we're
together, and then
trying
we'll
to-
have habitats like when we go to Mars.
Really?
Say.
Well, that picture, that circle one, looks like every movie where I think you just said this, where it goes wrong and everything blows up and somebody fucking has to kill an alien. Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody dies.
Yeah.
Usually.
I think they all, if they do it though, it has to be shaped in a circle because it spins and it simulates gravity.
Well, look at you. Look at the big brain on Denton.
So you
that's
would-
true. I didn't think about that.
You would always feel like if you're standing on the outside of the ring, you always feel like you're standing on the ground.
From what I had read into that, they said that it wouldn't be the same gravity as Earth, but it would be more similar to the gravity of the moon.
I guess it would have to spin, and the centrifugal force like kind of throws you to the outside, so you wouldn't basically float around all the time.
What I was reading about the hotel thing was that it's not large enough to simulate Earth gravity, because if they were to spin that object as fast as the Earth to simulate that gravity, we'd melt. You'd pretty much flatten. Because I mean, the Earth itself is spinning at like what?
Yeah, but but what holds us down to Earth when we feel is gravity. That the spinning doesn't have anything to do with the gravity on Earth. The spinning of the Earth doesn't have anything to do with the gravity.
But the simulation, to simulate it would be like this, like that would be the similarity.
Oh, okay.
So to make it feel like actual gravity on Earth, it would have to be somewhere remotely around that speed and all that crap. Is what I was reading, but who fucking knows?
Okay.
Fucking Facebook told me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facebook tells me everything.
I saw it on Facebook.
Obviously, we're not smart enough to figure that out. That's
No.
why there's people way smarter than us.
Yeah, that's why we're the ones sitting here
Talking
bullshitting
shit.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, let me read.
They don't know shit.
I don't know nothing
Talking
about
shit
nothing.
on it.
Let me read a couple of these cards. Let's see what we can figure out. And I'm going to keep.
They are multiple choice, Blake.
Yeah, they're multiple
we get four
choice.
choices.
What's their? You're reading off
I'll read them.
conspiracy.
They're random. So there's 5 categories.
Yeah.
There's random. There's mythology, tech, aliens, and schemes. So government shit. What I'm going to do, we'll establish a number to do. We'll play a game here. We'll see who can get what. Okay, everybody takes their turn. They say what they want. We'll see who wins. And I've got a little present for the end. All right. Well, let's try it out. I'm going in blind to this too. I've only read like 12 of these, so I just grabbed a couple.
Not that one, I guess.
Okay. What was the objective of Operation Snow White? A, to purge government files on the Church of Scientology. B, create a strain of poisonous apples. C, manipulate weather to make it snow in Cuba. Or D, erase Nazi war crime evidence of German scientists.
Can I go ahead and say my answer that I want to go with?
Yeah.
And lock it in?
Yeah, we'll go. We'll go in a circle.
I'm gonna go D.
You're going to go D? So erase Nazi war crimes?
Okay. I'll go C.
Okay.
What was C?
C was
snow in
Control
Cuba?
weather and make it snow in Cuba.
yeah.
That's what I was leaning towards C or D.
It's definitely one of those two.
I liked
C.
A,
I'm
too,
going
though.
C.
It was A.
What?
I don't
To
remember. what A
purge
was.
government files on the Church of Scientology.
No shit.
That was Operation Snow White. So the cool thing about these cards,
Does it
Is
tell us
that-
why?
well-
called that.
so there's a QR code on the bottom of these. And so what I can do is scan it and we can pull up the whole fucking file.
Like a Wikipedia page or something?
I think it's a page that they make from this game. So let's see if we can do it.
No shit.
I haven't tried this yet, so I'm kind of excited. cttg.site. Oh, It's totally a whole page.
No
Tom
way.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise and Kate Holmes arranged marriage.
So these are
Vatican.
real operations, or these are just conspiracy theories that people have said?
Well, this link for Operation Snow White right here is .org.
Right.
So it's a government
It does say
officiated
fact
website.
versus fiction, though. I'd like to see if it's a fact or fiction.
Well, we're going to click on that bad boy and we're going to see. For those of you at home, we have a TV up here that we're looking at. So,
Scientology is weird.
yeah. Have you ever watched that? There's a documentary. You remember the girl that was the
Leah
actress?
Remini.
It's Leah Remini. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
She was on Rogan's podcast and talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is super fucked up.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right. So let's
It
see what
says
this
right
one says.
there why it's called Snow White.
Yeah. Right there in the black.
The Snow White program was written by Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard in 1973 for the purpose of legally correcting and expunging the plethora of false government reports about the Church of Scientology, its leaders, and members through strictly legal means.
The paragraph before that, it says how it adopted the name. I don't
The
remember
term
what that
Snow White was adopted as the name of the program because the government officials responsible for circulating the false reports were spreading a fairy tale without factual bias.
Basically, what the government does from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed.
Yeah, just the normal.
But it's
the
pretty
usual.
rich that this guy that wrote fucking 1,700 fiction books also wrote this
a fucking
book about religion is saying that these people are making up a fairy tale. Like,
I mean, if you at home have not dived into the religion of Scientology,
check her out.
Now's your time to take a pause on this podcast. Go do you a little 20-minute YouTube video.
Seriously. If you want a quick explanation of it, look up the South Park explanation of Scientology. It's fucking dead on.
It is true.
And it's kind of funny and it's quick, but it's literally exactly what they think.
What was the whole thing about like what do they call it? That kills me. I don't want to try and quote it because I'm going to just destroy it. But anyways, pause that. Go Google Scientology South Park. They'll explain it to you. But yeah, so
Well, isn't there like an alien or something, some being like Zorg or something?
Yeah.
weird like that?
It is Zorg, right?
Zorg or Zorb or yeah.
I keep wanting to say Zordon, but I know that's from Power Rangers.
No, that's from fucking
Zordon is from Power Rangers.
what am I
Zoltan.
thinking of? Oh, that's Zoltan. Okay.
That's Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, dude, where's my car?
I thought Zoltan was from Big. That's Zoltar.
Yeah.
What's up with all these Z's, man?
I mean, if you're going to make up an alien name, I guess
It's gotta
it needs
start with-
with a Z.
Yeah, the most unused letter in the English alphabet, probably, or X.
I think the Scientology thing is it's like X. It's they use the Z, but it's like
They spell it fucked up. Yeah, I just love that they have.
But these alien beings are supposedly they're possessing all of us, and we're trying to get rid of them.
Oh, so is
And
that
the
what
more
those-
of them you get rid of, the higher up you climb.
Oh, so that's why Tom Cruise is a god amongst men because
Yeah, he has almost no aliens left in him. Alien spirits because they came out of the volcano.
This is all true, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not. This is what's going on there.
We're not just bullshitting. This is legit Scientology. And I think the most fucked up thing about the whole religion of Scientology is the way to get in is you hold your hands on those paddles, and they're pretty much
It's called an E-meter.
E-meter. That's
Yeah.
it. And it tests how many aliens are in you.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
They according to like how much current of some. I mean, clearly it's just.
It's fucking bullshit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And they make. And if you're back with us now and you've done your research and now you're listening again, now go in and Google how much money the Church of Scientology in LA County is worth. And then hopefully now you're back. It's it's a couple fucking million, like in the hundreds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
Most of it is fucking Tom Cruise's money.
Isn't John Travolta in it too?
Yeah. John Travolta supposedly, according to the level in which he is on, of whatever.
Are you thinking about joining?
No. I start reading and then I'm like, oh my God, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard. But apparently he's like on the level to where he should now be able to just fucking fly about.
Right. He's
Like I know,
fly
just-
about.
he should. He should be now be able to like
He's-
levitate. Just be like, I'm going
he's
over here.
purged enough to meet Zorg.
Yes.
Don't they also? I don't know why I'm asking you. I guess you seem like a Scientology expert.
Yeah, but because out of all everybody here, yeah,
Don't they also like have quiet births?
yeah, they're supposed
they're
to
not allowed to
they're- yeah,
yell.
they're not supposed to yell.
Because that adds more demons to your child.
Yeah, it
All
attracts.
right. Next
Yeah.
question. This is ridiculous.
Dude.
Listen,
it's
lady,
the
if you
correct.
say a single word giving birth
Your
to
baby
this
is
child,
fucked.
yeah,
You want me to
what
read
they're
out some
telling
of the top actresses and actors that are Scientologists?
yeah.
Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Moss, John Travolta, which he looks fucking scary now, by the way.
Yeah.
His head shaved, all this shit.
Got rid of all that.
Man, he sure can dance. All them demons must know how to dance.
There's
Yeah,
not really
they had
other
to.
ones. There's not really any other ones that are like big time known or anything, but yeah, fuck L. Ron Hubbard.
Dude, he lit.
fuck all his
Okay,
clones.
first he literally like is quoted saying
Who?
L. Ron Hubbard, the guy who made up this whole story. He is quoted saying like, it's really easy to get rich. All you gotta do is make up your own religion. Like he said that shit, and then he made up his own religion.
I'm gonna start one. Let's start one.
What do you want to call it? We gotta
I
call
don't
it
know.
something cool because I'll be honest with you, the Church of Scientology sounds pretty.
It
fucking
does,
cool.
and it sounds like smart and
Well,
important.
don't you can't you
sophisticated.
dodge like a lot of tax laws and stuff if you're a religion?
all of them?
Zero taxes. Zero taxes.
Yep.
Start it up. We'll buy the ranch.
Yep.
I'm over here.
That's where
clicking
we'll
away.
build our camp. Charge people to come.
Net worth. That's what I was looking for.
Hubbard's net worth?
No, the church in a whole. Okay, so the Church
He's
of
dead
Scientology
now.
has an estimate worth of $2 billion and owns properties across the globe worth a estimated of $168 million in Clearwater, Florida. That's all. $168 million worth of property in just Clearwater, Florida. There was a Church of Scientology in Nashville right down the road.
I almost want you to look up the Catholic Church.
God, we're getting.
I can tell you. I can tell
They
you
got
right now that it's
property everywhere.
way more than that.
Oh yeah.
The Catholic Church, like
Yeah.
the net worth of the Catholic. Oh God,
The Catholic?
Catholic.
What? How many Catholics are there? They say like what 6 billion? No, that's not right.
Bankers' best guess about the Vatican's wealth. Oh God, this is just the Vatican's wealth. Is put to 10 to 15 billion. That's their best guess.
I mean, that's the Vatican. That would be all of it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's
The
that's tax.
the church is set up like a corporation.
Yeah,
well, I mean, if you just took, I mean, there's a Catholic church in every friggin' town across the U.S. at least. That's
Yeah.
just the U.S. And you just took those buildings worth, it would be in the billions, surely.
yeah. I
I mean,
mean,
some of these churches are elaborate.
I don't know how they would even put a cap on that. I
They
mean,
can't.
that's that 10 to 15 billion that they're guessing is also the money that's taxed. There's no way.
There isn't any
Well,
money
not taxed, but you know what I mean. Like, I guess quoted. I don't know how to put it, but I'm sure there's a lot fucking more than that. You know what I mean? Like, you're telling me every offering plate's been fucking tallied up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Think about that. I wish I could remember how many there were. Anyway,
How many what?
how many Catholics? So if each Catholic gives $1 every Sunday,
Oh, Lord.
say there's
a lot of
1
money.
billion, so they make $1 billion
Every
every Sunday.
Sunday.
1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion at least minimum of. This is that they all just give $1.
1 out of every 7 people on earth is a Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow. I
think
didn't
about
realize
that.
It was that much.
So they make 1.2 minimum of $1.2 billion.
I was
every
an altar
week.
boy for 9 years. Okay, next question.
Well, that's a good way to segue into our next sponsor, which is Preparation H. Does your butthole hurt? No, that's awful, but funny though. Yeah, so see, look, one card. We just went on a 15-minute rant. Card 2.
Nobody
0
got any
points
points.
awarded?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
0
say,
points awarded. May God have mercy on all your souls.
Or Zorg.
Whoa. This one's cool. I've never heard of this. I'm sure you guys have, though. Let me kick back to our camera here. So just in case someone raises their hand, we can have video.
I'm not
Okay.
raising my hand.
What group committed mass suicides in 1997 in order to catch a ride on a UFO?
Okay.
Haley Bop Comet was the UFO that it was on.
Yeah, but
okay.
I'll know who it is when he says it.
Okay, so A, the Church of Scientology. It just happened to be in this one. Damn. B, Heaven's Gate. C, the Holy Hitchhikers. Or D, the Final Frontier Club.
I'm gonna go with B. Boy.
It's B.
Heaven's Gate.
I'd say B.
Yeah.
I know it's B.
All points are awarded
It
for
is.
everyone.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
That was it.
I never heard of that.
Well, I have. There's a documentary on that too.
Yeah, they it was like massive. They all drank that's the drink the Kool-Aid thing, man.
Oh, that's where
That's
that
where
comes
that came
from?
from, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they drank like cyanide Kool-Aid or
You know what
something.
I always found weird about that story in the is it Jonestown or Jamestown?
Jonestown.
Jonestown. Yeah.
How it's almost like wackos attract other wackos. Like
No,
you
yeah,
might get lucky and find one person that you can convince to kill themselves. But to convince that many people to kill themselves, to me, is absolutely mind-boggling.
How many people was it? Oh,
Yeah,
I think we've got the card.
yeah.
I think
Scan it and
it's the obviously they're totally fucking nuts, okay? But like the leader is very fucking intelligent. I don't care how crazy or dumb or whatever other people are, but if you can stand up and convince people
To take
of
their lives.
this crazy shit
And that there's a
That
UFO
we have-
riding a comet.
that we have to kill ourselves by drinking this fucking Kool-Aid. And that comet is going to pick us up.
Yeah.
Like if you can convince all those people that is wild.
Did he?
You have to
even
be
tell 'em?
you have to be intelligent.
So it's 39
drinking.
people that killed themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder
Do
if
we
they
know
caught
for
their
sure?
flight.
Do we know for sure if he actually told them what they were drinking though too?
Well, that's true.
Maybe
Well,
not.
actually,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
hey,
they did it like
If we drink this,
one by one.
oh well, that would. I guarantee if I saw the first person die from it, I'm not drinking it.
I think it was like a fucking ritual though. Like it
It
was
said it took 2 days. It says from on
Really?
March 22nd and March 23rd. So these motherfuckers were dropping like flies for 2 days.
Yeah. That's
It's
so
like a great
weird.
time.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Definition.
I think more people died in the Jonestown thing, right?
Oh, these motherfuckers, it says right here, they crafted it at least several months before the actual suicide. So they were all down.
they were ready, yeah.
Yeah, they were months ahead. They were ready to go.
So, someone had to live.
They're,
to tell
they're
the
talking
story.
about Jonestown there.
Yeah. I
People's
saw that.
Temple living in Jonestown.
Guyana? Guyana? Where the
I
fuck
don't
is
know.
that?
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Guyana?
So they did the same thing? Mass suicides and murders
Guyana.
in 1978? Huh. That's pretty fucking crazy.
It's definitely weird.
We'll have to put that one in the book. I feel like you could do some deep dives on this. I don't know. I feel like it would either be like there's some crazy shit going on with it, or it's like this motherfucker was smart and he killed 39 people pretty
Yeah,
much.
I think they're crazy. They're just crazy.
Yeah. On to the next one. That one's too easy. That one is too easy. That one's way too easy. Might have to go back into the box, man.
Way too
I
easy.
feel like a lot of them are going to be pretty easy for some. Like
I don't know. The very
this
first
crew,
one,
you know
you
what I
all
mean?
guys got wrong.
It's true.
That yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. This one's pretty cool. In 2015, which national retail chain allegedly closed a number of stores so the U.S. government could use them as prison camps?
What year?
2015. Yeah. So A, Costco, B, Sears, D, Target, or C, Target, or D, Walmart.
You got to think this is also conspiracy theories. So there may not.
Then I'll say Sears.
Yeah, that's my answer.
You're going with Sears,
Yeah.
Andy?
Let's go with
So it's
Target.
So Target and you guys are Sears?
Yeah.
It's Walmart.
Walmart actually closes stores.
No.
Well, let's see.
Never seen one close, except for ours, but they already had the new one built.
So it literally says in 2015 which national rechain allegedly closed a number of stores. We're going to figure the fuck out why they say that.
Allegedly.
I've never heard of that.
Every Walmart I've
Yeah,
seen
6
close,
years
there was
ago.
another one on the way right behind it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like I
That's
think
why they
here
closed
the Supercenter was built before they closed the other one.
Well, I mean, we would go nuts if we didn't have a Walmart.
Walmart
What-
prison
what-
camps.
what
There
we
it
get?
is.
Where we go?
If you had to choose between no Walmart and this COVID is over,
There's a video.
or COVID continues and we have a Walmart.
I'd say keep COVID going. Man.
Yeah. Me too.
I ain't trying
was
to
the
drive
question?
to motherfucking Harrisburg to get some bounty. Like,
Yeah.
What was the question?
If you had to choose between they shut Walmart down, but they call COVID over. It's over and done with. You go back to normal. Or we keep Walmart open and COVID goes on.
keep COVID, keep Walmart, or no COVID, no Walmart.
Yeah.
But I mean, it had to be every Walmart ever, though, right?
Or just
Not
our
just our
Walmart?
fucking town.
Just Carmine's.
Just
Even if it was just Carmine's, I'm saying
Well, I
fuck
know,
you.
but still.
I'm not trying to drive to Harrisburg to get me damn paper towels, man.
I can go fucking Little Giant. Fuck that. COVID's
They
out,
don't have
baby.
bounty sometimes, dude.
Then I feel like Little Giant.
What are you gonna go get some sparkles?
Amazon Prime.
Use a
bud.
whole row.
Yeah, dude. I'd just go to fucking Amazon, I guess, and give it to Bezos. Might as well give it to
That's
one
true.
billionaire. I
Just
can wait a
one.
fucking day to wash my clothes or two.
We'll ask him this again next
2
time
clicks and
a
a Ric
GoPro
Flair and it's
camera
here,
breaks.
What'd you say? Next time your GoPro?
Yeah.
First time we have a GoPro camera
Well,
break.
this fucking thing just turned off on me, so I was trying to figure out what's going on with it. So now that you said that, I don't think it's plugged in. I think it died. But anyways, I got cameras on all you guys. It don't matter. So let's dig into this thing here. There is a video, but it weirdly looks like it's been taken down. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. They're in jail.
I already don't like how this is typed. This looks very
FEMA camps.
I like this blue crystal meth down here in the spoon.
one simple method to keep your blood sugar below 100. Fucking
Crystal meth.
crystal meth.
Good
You won't
shit.
eat for a fucking week and a half, bub.
Crackhead.
I'm not really
blood
seeing
sugar
a lot
low.
of like. I don't know. This looks like somebody's fucking just randomly
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a
types.
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Someone made this shit up.
Yeah.
To put a card in this game.
I don't know how they got a card.
Next.
We're gonna call.
Screw
Yeah,
'em.
we're gonna call fuck off on that one.
Fake.
Yep.
Fake news.
See, that's what we're doing here. We're debunking and rebunking. I guess I don't know what you want to call it, but whatever. Let's dig into the box here. That stack, we all know those.
Have we done any alien ones yet?
No, pull us one out, bro.
The
Come on,
Heaven's
bro.
Gate one was technically an aliens.
That was an alien one?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fucking
UFO.
They killed themselves because they were gonna ride on a UFO. Okay. I hate trying to pronounce these words, but at Dendera, Dendera, sounds right, Dendera. The ancient Egyptian image of a snake inside a lotus flower is actually a picture of what? A.
UFO.
Okay. A death ray. B, a light bulb. C, an alien life pod. Or D, an eel inside a daffodil. 15 seconds.
B.
A light bulb for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a light bulb.
Light bulb.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think
What
so.
was the-
I think I
what
know
was
what
the
I think I
other
know
one?
exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about actually.
What were we saying?
That was one. The other question. I didn't. hear
Death
that.
ray, light bulb, alien life pod, and then an
it's
eel
like at an
inside of a
angle like that.
daffodil.
Like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll go with
it's almost
C.
actually rounded like this, probably.
Yeah.
And,
You're going with C?
and look like that.
is a light bulb. They both get a point. Congratulations.
Yeah, we even drew it out.
Yeah, we know what it looks like.
I just want to be different.
I just want to be different. I just want to see it. I'm going to pull a picture up, or I'm going to pull it up. Because I've never heard of that.
It's huge. It's like almost as big as a man is what it is depicted in the picture.
Kind of reminds me of the Baghdad batteries a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like people are going to think that I don't know shit because every one of them I say I've never heard
Hey,
of
there's
that.
King Pakal.
Oh, yeah. There's the tomb. So which one is...
There it is. They're holding it. The fourth one there.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're holding it.
Yeah, see, it's like as big as a dude.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, for some reason I was fucking honestly picturing the
Here, put that on your camera.
king.
Just kind of point that at the camera so people can see. There you go. Yeah. So it's that one right there with the... Is there a strange little man below him?
Those airplanes
Kinda
we
holding
talked
it up.
about on the last episode,
Looks
that's
like
the
the-
Colombian Flyers.
Oh,
that
yeah.
were aerodynamic.
Looks like a little man down there.
It does look like a small little
Praying.
midget man.
He's down there praying.
That is definitely looks like a light bulb to me. Trippy.
It's odd.
Why would they be... I mean, what could it be besides that? I mean, a fucking eggplant?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what another explanation would be.
And what's he sitting it on?
And is that drawn...
And why is there a wire running out of it?
Is that drawn... Is that like a picture of where it's drawn? Because that looks like it's in fucking pencils.
No, yeah, that's in pencil. That's not
Oh, this
it's
is
an
like
actual like a hieroglyph, like
Oh, okay.
carved into a huge chunk of rock.
Oh, so that's somebody like redoing it.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. What does it say? 2,000 years ago. Egyptians had electric lights over 2,000 years ago and didn't tell anyone.
How in the hell else would they see in that big old pyramid?
I mean, they'd
Can
have to
we
have
all
something.
plan a trip? We all go see the pyramids and
Egypt?
shit. Yeah.
I would fucking
Oh,
love
man.
that would be
dude.
awesome. Take the cameras with us. Freaking.
I've been to the pyramids outside of Mexico City, and it's crazy.
Oh, I bet. Which
That'd
ones
be
are those?
awesome.
I think.
Chichen Itza,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyramid of the Sun and the Moon.
and then Teotihuacan, and there's one.
That's
what's the
where
other
Joe
one?
went. Joe went to Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza.
Yeah.
That's the one where
You went to Teotihuacan.
whichever
yeah.
one's like right outside of Mexico.
That's the big one, right? Where there's like a big. There's a
They're
huge.
both big, but the Pyramid
right,
of the Sun is huge.
fucking massive, and there's like a long hall, like a
corridor
yeah.
with a bunch of what used to be like little huts. But they say that if you were to take the sun and then space out all the planets, however far they space out, that each one of them lines up with one of those huts along that corridor,
Wow.
except for what they call the Pyramid of the Moon at the other end. Obviously, it doesn't line up with our moon because it's
Yeah.
the other opposite end.
My thing is with the whole everything's aligned and all that shit. I mean, that right there I feel like that's enough fucking evidence for me that it proves there's something else.
They at least had a deep understanding of the stars.
And how else could how could have they fucking had that?
I don't think we could do
So
that
precise.
now. That precise.
It's okay. So like right now, okay, I don't know how far away they are or how to scale that.
No.
Okay, so if right now you said, just look up at the sky, and I need you to draw a 2-scale diagram of the solar system before you die, there is no fucking way I would ever be able to do it.
No. Even with all the knowledge that we have in our pockets.
Especially a few of those planets you can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's there's no other way you would know.
No.
You would have to go. And then there's an argument like, well, there was no light pollution then. There was no air pollution.
Light pollution. You're telling me that the amount of light pollution?
You're not gonna be able to see motherfucking Pluto,
No.
no matter what. Like,
How far is Pluto? Like fucking millions and millions and millions.
I don't even know. Too far.
There's no fucking way you could see it unless their eyes were fucking 10 times better, like Hawkeye's or something. Even then, no way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they just had that. If there was no outside interaction, they were just maybe smarter.
I could understand them being curious about Venus and Mars and Jupiter and Saturn because, when it was nighttime, they didn't have Nintendos and
TV or
shit to lay around and do. So I mean, you're laying down on the ground, you stare up the stars, you see the same thing every night, but you start noticing that a few of them are moving differently. Like last night, that thing was over here. Now it's over here. Now it's over here. But yet all the other ones are staying, static.
Wasn't that? I mean, like,
but to figure out that they're actual planets moving around when they didn't even know, I don't know. It's just
they would have
I'm
had
not
to
buying
observe for decades to even know like a remote pattern. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's like Mars is to go. It takes us 365 days to make our Mars is like 4-something years, right?
yeah, something.
Yeah, who knows? It's
And I don't even think we fucking know that exactly. You know what I mean? It's not like we know it's 4 days and 14 hours and 12 minutes. I mean, we're guessing.
On Mars?
Yeah.
Well, Mars, we do know. That's why they wait every 4 years
To hit it.
Yeah, so
there's a 6-month window every 4 years for us to be on. You can get there, but it's a waste of fucking time and energy because it's going to take so
Way
fucking
farther.
long. There's like a 6-month span there every 4 years where we can
It's like a good arc.
Well, for
the
instance,
the most efficient way to get there. There's a 6 month.
The best way I heard it described where it made sense to me is if you landed on Mars and you needed to come home, so when it's way out in orbit, if you were to take off from there heading towards Earth, it would take you actually longer to do that than to just ride Mars back around until it's closer to us and then head this direction.
Really?
Elon Musk actually talked about it on that new. On the
Oh,
podcast
yeah.
Because they were talking about how to get to the.
He did talk about that.
Get
I
them
remember.
there.
You're almost leading the plan. It's like shooting a running deer. Like, here comes Mars, so we know now we need to, boom, shoot something this way, and we're going to intercept it as it comes around.
Okay. Most people are thinking, like, we get to Mars, we just shoot straight there, but you can't just shoot. You got to lead it. You got to know where he's going to be. But most people are thinking, they're like, picturing the pictures of them.
They think that it's like,
what I mean? And then they just think you just shoot straight there.
Fucking drive there,
But they're not lined up like that.
No.
They're on opposite sides, and you got to.
And what I don't think what people understand is how fucking far away it actually is.
Yeah.
Like
it took the Perseverance, they launched it. It took months.
I think it's what is it? Is it a 3-month or a 6-month journey?
I think it was 6.
6 months to get that. That's and they're not like
It
driving.
took us
They're
how-
not driving like 55, 60 mile an hour. They're doing like 15,000 miles an hour or something crazy.
To put it into perspective, didn't it only take us 3 days to get to the moon?
Yeah,
Something like that.
So 3 days to get from Earth to the moon, but it's 6 months to get from Earth to Mars. That's how much further away it is from us than Luna.
yeah. So it's like what 30 times further away.
So what do you guys
That's
think
how much
about
more
this?
farther it is from the sun. So think about how cold.
Yeah.
Oh
is.
God,
I mean,
it's crazy. Didn't they? Weren't you the one telling me that you saw something about a picture that they had? It was looked like a statue.
yeah,
something? It was like a weird rock?
Yeah, it was like a weird rock.
It almost looked like
It was
a
pretty
sphinx.
Yeah.
Well, here's my argument with that, and this is what drives me nuts. If I was the leader of that, if I was in charge of that program, and I know they have a mission, like we're going to this delta, we're going to look for life in this ancient lake bed.
Yeah.
If on the way, 40 yards over, there's a weird looking rock, I'd be
I'm like, hey, hang a left, bro.
yeah, I know this is going to prolong this mission one more day, but
Let's go check this out.
make the turn. Get over there and at least see what it is.
I showed Denton.
Well, and it's like
It's weird looking.
It's
definitely worth an
It was a
investigation.
different color. It was like it kind of looked like a granite kind of color. And
If
it was
nothing
like a
else, it
weird
could be an
shape.
artifact of something. Get over and look at it on the way. If it's just a little bit out of the way,
Well, and it's not like you're like going way off the mission. Like you're on fucking Mars. You're there to explore. Like
Yeah.
go over there and fucking explore.
Do your fucking
Jesus.
yeah.
Did you see the video they posted though? Like of it kind of doing a 360 with the sound and shit.
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Speaking of
It was
that,
so sketchy.
It's like
it was
eerie, dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
You mean like where you could hear the wind hitting?
Yeah,
it?
everything, the noise and it like 360'd around. You could listen and watch it. It was awesome.
So speaking of that video, I'm glad you segued me to this. I found a video the other night, and I don't know how I feel about it. I found two. I can only find the first one, but supposedly, I think I can get the coordinates and actually look for sure. But there is an island where they
Partied in 1972?
no, supposedly there's an island off of like I'm gonna slaughter this because I don't have it right in front of me, but somewhere fucking Ireland or some shit like that. No, it's not Ireland. It looks like Mars. Exactly.
I think I know what you're talking
And
about.
you can find it on Google Maps,
okay.
and it's a test site for NASA. It's government-owned
Really?
land.
Because it mimics Mars's terrain.
It is Mars. People are saying that.
Oh, fucking conspiracy theorists.
Well,
Oh,
what this
that's
is
where
about.
the fucking rover is?
Yeah.
Suck my dick, dude.
Just
no,
wait.
No.
Just wait until you see. Hold on. Just wait until you see this video, because that 360 video that they do on the rover, this fucking video looks. I mean, the only thing
Well-
changed is that they maybe put a sepia
Because
No,
filter.
there was
because
a-
they
there
were
was-
because if it is a test site, then they fucking made it look like the place where they're gonna land, the fucking river delta, and they landed something fucking there, and they've done all this
but they're
already.
testing,
They just
yes.
sent something on a 6-month fucking journey to another planet. Yeah, they tested it before they did it.
Before we
Yeah.
before we sent SEAL Team 6 in to kill bin Laden, they built that building and they trained
Yes.
in a mock building.
But I'm sure there's people out there who say that was fake too.
Well, and that's
yeah.
why.
But somebody did release a video of the Mars thing that was fake, and this could have been
it's probably
I
this.
think the video you're talking about. And
Well,
everybody was like losing their mind.
So I've got
but then
the
they were
video.
like, "No, this video's fucking fake."
I've got the video on Bluetooth, so you can at least hear it, and then you can look at it. Actually, here, just put it down there and press play. You guys can hover around it.
Yeah, this is the video.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, I
Where's
go
the
watch
play
it.
button on this?
Just click it.
smart
It's the
phone?
Evatt landing, right?
Okay, guys, we're back in Devon's Island.
Switch to
You
this.
know, the inhabitable island.
Oh,
where
to
no
that one?
Lives. We've got NASA stickers on every ATV. Little huts. they
yeah,
got built.
we already got people
Look at this
there.
guy here.
Hey, I can't see this motherfucker.
NASA. This,
We'll
this
replay
is
it.
NASA's. You guys, they're filming. This is what they're gonna film. The new Mars landing. This is here. Yeah, you know how the moon landing, bull crap, they landed and they had all the video.
This
Oh,
guy's
here it
drunk.
is. No one knows.
I don't like this guy. I
We
don't know
lost
who he
all of
is.
that. No, we can't go back to the moon. We're going to the Mars now. This is Mars, folks.
See, this is the
Here's your Mars.
the
This
only one
wasn't
I
the
can.
It looks
find.
awfully sunny to be Mars, pal.
This wasn't the video.
Piece of equipment.
Yeah, look at the sky.
Desolate
There's
area,
clouds and all
nothing
kinds of
there.
shit.
Fucking cocksucker.
This isn't the same one I
Come
wanted
on,
to
it's
find.
called-
There
I
was
was the one they did a fake
Ralph
landing.
from
There was a
ATV
fake
Rescue
landing
Base
video that
Camp.
they
Yeah, okay.
That one I
posted.
saw on Twitter.
Yeah.
The one that I found, the first one that I found, is no longer in my saved videos, which usually means that it was taken off the internet. Which, I mean, it's TikTok. They take shit off all the time. But anyways, who cares? Yeah, I don't believe it. I think it's real. I mean, I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Dude, it's like we were talking about
everything
before
now.
this started. If all of space is a joke and a conspiracy and something that was hidden from us, like
Yeah, like it's,
so everybody's in on it but us four?
yeah,
Like that's how I would feel. Like
Yeah.
goddamn,
Yeah.
got me good.
motherfuckers. How you gonna hold that back on me? I feel like the only way that it's possible that we've never went to the moon or we didn't go to Mars is we're just not able to, and they like we don't want to seem like
Schmucks.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but then you got all these other countries that going to the or trying to go to the moon or went to the moon, and then someone's going to call someone out on this shit.
I would
Like, no,
hope.
you're fucking full of shit.
Yeah.
We couldn't fucking do it.
Well,
You're-
that's
you're
what I
full of
mean.
shit.
I mean, there was literally like a space race.
Yeah.
You think that these countries that were about to go to war with each other, like one of them beat the other one to space,
If it was
one of them beat the
physically-
other to the moon, they didn't go, that's horse shit, motherfucker. You
can't
didn't
be-
even do it.
it
That's
can't
the
be
first
done.
thing they would have done.
They'd have been like,
Yeah.
it can't be
Yeah,
done.
that's the first thing that
Then
would have happened.
You're calling somebody out on it.
Well, it's not like, and if they were going to hide it from anybody, they're sure as shit not hiding it from us first. They're hiding it from other countries.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking way you could hide that much of an information like, oh, we did do it. Look, we got video, but we lost it now, but we got video of it.
Yeah.
I promise you we did.
Ridiculous.
I don't like that. I don't like that part, though, that we don't have any of the footage anymore. I think that's the fucking scariest thing I've ever heard about the moon. Makes no sense. You're telling me the one fucking time that we go to the moon, the one and only time that we've fucking put feet on something else, we just fucking lost it. It's gone. Sorry.
We recorded over it for a South Park episode.
Fuck.
On accident.
I think it got like destroyed unintentionally.
It was at Paramount. It was at Paramount fucking theaters.
Don't you think?
They talk about it when I went to the Paramount Studios in
So somebody
LA.
stole it?
No, so
Because if I
There
was
was
the janitor, I would have stole it.
there was a fucking. So it was back when they had like the 25 millimeter
Moon
film
landing.
and 50 millimeter and all that bullshit. When you take a little tour of the old Paramount grounds, and I think it's right. No, Universal. I'm sorry, Universal Studios.
Okay.
You take a little like bike ride or a bus ride tour, and they show you all the old like sets and shit. Like at that point in time, it was like Desperate Housewives was filming. So we like drove through the road of Desperate Housewives, all the houses and all that shit. And then like they do like a Jaws tour and show you where they filmed like the lake and the actual shark and all that shit. And they talked about that they were storing that footage. NASA was storing it at Universal Studios because it was burn proof.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And everything fucking burned. The one thing.
That's that big. There's a documentary on that.
Yeah.
That whole place caught fire and everything.
Oh, they've lost
They
like
lost all kinds of original.
they lost like
Shit.
the original, like all 4 Led Zeppelin albums. They're like the original master tracks. They lost all that. They lost all
Why?
the masters to like 2 or 3 albums that Tupac never put out.
Yeah, they lost.
Now he's dead. Like
Why the fuck? What? Why is NASA not just hanging on to that shit?
that's what I'm fucking
What?
saying. That
How
sounds
fucking-
sketchy to me.
It is weird.
Like, oh well, you know where they keep like movies. You know the main thing that like
Well, okay.
They're so secret.
But
about
also,
everything
though,
else.
yeah, but it's like fuck it, let's put it in a fucking
but-
vault. You know, that's the one thing you did right.
I understand.
At that point in time,
If I had
everybody
a-
was against NASA.
If
Yeah.
I had a winning lottery ticket, I would not just let you store it at your house for safekeeping.
No.
I mean, it's like
But you got to think. Okay, so they're probably this is probably their thought process though. They're probably thinking like, okay, this company is going to protect all their shit, so they have this badass vault that is supposedly fireproof because this film is explosive,
yeah, oh yeah,
and
it's dying. I mean, the
we'll
film
put
back
it
then
there
was
because
dynamite.
it's
Why didn't we
They're-
just go buy a little fireproof
right.
safe? and
Yeah,
put it in?
exactly. I mean,
Sounds
I
like-
agree, but I'm just saying that's what's probably their thought process. Like, this company is not going to let this room burn down. How much money is in there?
You know, it's really fucking
Somebody-
weird to me too.
Somebody burnt that bitch down on
Yeah.
purpose,
Yeah,
too.
purposely. But
Sabotage.
why
It was probably the flat earthers.
a place that
Yeah.
makes movies that has film sets has this? Why did they have that in the first place?
Money.
Because they fucking filmed it there. That's where the masters were. Why else would they have it in this big
Yeah.
fucking vault? Kind of convenient. It's just weird. Like, oh, hey, by the way, it was at fucking Universal. Why is it at Universal? Oh, they said they'd hold it for us.
Well, I just
Oh, so
I
you're
just told
meaning that
you
it
why.
didn't fucking. Oh shit.
Because they
Didn't
because
just-
because
you
they
said
have
perfectly.
their entire company is based around these film rolls.
Yeah,
that's all it
exactly.
is.
So you're saying it was the
So they're
filming was
saying
taking-
they're not
Yeah.
gonna they're thinking that's got to be a super fucking safe place to keep some film. They're not gonna let anything happen to that shit there.
I mean, I see that
I
for
could,
sure.
I could definitely see where
In the meantime,
The
we're
first- I
drilling
could see
holes
where
in the
it
mountain
could've-
to store UFOs.
Right. At this point in time, 10 years beforehand, we've already made Area 51. I mean, was it 53? I think it was when it kind of first came out. So it was probably 40s.
Yeah. Next question. Ridiculous.
I don't even remember. Were we on a question?
I don't
we,
know.
we just went one. We haven't even took a break.
We started
Took a
on
break?
the
Yeah, I
No.
can take one.
Yeah, let's take a
I
pee
can-
break.
okay.
All right. We'll be back.
My man knows exactly how to keep me satisfied with big white diamonds.
You heard her right, boys. Nothing keeps a girl happy like a big white diamond. But it's not always about the size of your diamond, it's about the quality of your diamond. At HD Bean Jewelers, we aim to provide only the best quality diamond engagement rings. We go the extra mile to educate you on what it really means to get a quality diamond. Combine that with pricing and after-sales service that beats Evansville, and you will see why more and more guys are choosing HD Bean Jewelers for their engagement rings. If you're ready to satisfy your girl, come talk to me, Cody Gottman, and let's get you into an engagement ring that she won't have to fake to love.
Had me numb.
You were out cold and you could not recall what happened.
I wasn't out cold. I just couldn't feel any pain.
Fucking aliens, that's ridiculous.
Space. With Andrew Nelson.
Those motherfuckers will get you every time.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to.
I love it. Oh, that was
Never
fucking-
gets old.
No, it don't. I quote it all the time. Like he'll send me like a screenshot of a news story or something. I'm like, fuckers will get you
It's
every
always
time.
it's always best whenever Denton's here because when it starts laughing,
Oh, I
Denton's
know.
he's laughing. So
I have to cut.
Feel like it's actually.
I have to cut the cameras to let people know that we're not actually talking right this second.
Right.
So funny. Well, anyways, that was our Andy's intro to Weird Worlds. So, what you got for us?
Well, we're about to probably get into some weird shit, I'd say. Anyway, been down a rabbit hole for a couple weeks here on this. It's called the gateway process. And basically, what it is there's this guy named Bob Monroe. I'm pretty sure Bob Monroe. He liked to study dreams back. This is like in the 70s, I think. Anyway, he was into studying lucid dreaming and stuff. So anyway, he got in this whole thing where he figured out where you could, your left side of your brain and your right side of your brain are off wavelengths and
Hertz, wasn't it?
Hertz and
Yeah.
all that good stuff, you know. And he made these tapes where he was doing tests on different sounds for what your brain would do on different sounds. So
Like which side it would stimulate?
Like
Yeah.
frequencies. So it
different
was like-
frequencies pumping in. So basically, if you're able to, he called it hemisync.
Yep.
You could bring it down, lower both sides, and like link them up. If you could do that, you could have out of body experiences. So I guess the CIA did a whole thing on this, a whole study, and they released these documents in like 2003, disclassified them, and they also like that no one really knew about them. They just been sitting there, but apparently I seen someone post something about it, and then like people on TikToks went crazy on it, and now.
As they do.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok, so I don't know.
You need to get it. I'm telling you, I find a lot of crazy shit on there.
Yeah,
But
so
anyways.
I started down the rabbit hole just a couple weeks ago. So I'm not fully. I read the whole 29-page document, which is really hard to comprehend
Understand,
what the hell's
yeah.
going on.
Is it redacted a lot?
No, not at all.
No, like, yeah,
This is the legitimate disclose. Like,
yeah,
this is a fucking how-to guide.
yeah,
It's
and
crazy. I'm about to put it up on the TV just so you can look at it.
So anyway, I don't know too all about it enough, but I figured I'd just bring it up to bullshit about it. But they actually did tests. Well, this guy is the Bob Monroe guy. They're called the Bob Monroe tapes, the gateway process, and they're actually on YouTube. Were on YouTube. I actually listened to a couple of them to see how they were, because they like start off by you need to learn how to focus and like tune everything out of your. You got to throw everything out of your brain, which is fucking really hard for me. Like you're always thinking. And they said like people that do Zen meditation that's been practicing this for like 15 to 20 years, they can do this shit without the.
Like monks that,
Yes. Yeah.
you know, wander around for years.
if you would
All you got to do is just
point your eyes to the television, we have the actual documents up here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's that shit's really complicated.
It's in depth.
Yeah,
Very
it's
So you
in
can
really-
just pull
it's-
this up on the website?
I downloaded it.
Yeah, and you can download it. But I heard like the
Can you
CIA's
make a
been
link?
taking
Can you
shit
put a
down.
link to this in the?
Yeah, I could probably put a link in it. So my plan is I'd like to talk about it a little bit.
Get
but
deeper
I'll be
into it.
honest with you. I would like to have everybody come back at some point in time down the road
Yeah,
and take
we'll-
a fucking like 2-hour thing.
After
of
we
this.
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read it.
I'm going to send everybody home with these documents, but I wanted to show you this. This is the fucking crazy thing. I mean, we're talking legitimate showing you where the pineal gland is, which is AKA the third eye, and how to train it to gain more like electronic functioning.
What hormone does the pineal gland release?
Adrenochrome.
It's
Technically what they...
I love how he knew
So-
that immediately.
So
I think I'm pretty sure you can only get adrenochrome from prepubescent human beings.
Yeah, but that's where it comes from.
one of the
Your pineal gland.
there's a
there another
So they talk about-
conspiracy theory of people like sucking this out of kids.
That's not a fucking conspiracy theory. I believe that
This one,
1000%.
that one might be real, man.
so they talk about
They talk about it on Ellen DeGeneres show.
Super
like,
fucked up.
they talk
fine.
about your conscious and like how everything's a hologram, basically. And one of the guys quotes in here, one of the scientists, that he says something about like what people believe that your brain is your conscious. It actually could be that your conscious creates the image of your brain.
Okay.
So it's like it's pretty deep shit, honestly, and
And they
It's
even
really
tell
crazy.
you they tell you exactly what hertz you need for each ear for what side of each brain. So if you can mimic it, which it takes training.
It takes a lot of training.
They say like your left side of your brain is stimulated with 10 hertz.
so
which
is there
is
a
like-
way you
so-
could like just pump sound into?
That's
each
what I was
ear?
going
the
to say.
tapes-
Like, can
the
you
tapes-
the
get
tapes
some
do
like
it.
super dope headphones and just
Yeah.
The tapes
These
on YouTube
headphones-
do it.
These headphones would be good, and then if you could just lay down and then like the whole first tapes that I've listened to, it's practicing focusing and erasing your mind of everything, and they're like pumping a little bit of it in, but I only listened to like 2 or 3
Dude,
just to see.
I
What the hell
wonder
was
if they
going
took
on.
him down because it was working for people and
you go.
like it was fucking people up.
Gives you the following figures. The energy grid, which composes the nucleus of an atom, vibrates at approximately 10 to the 22 part hertz, which means 10 followed by 22 zeros. At 70 degrees Fahrenheit, an atom.
So you wouldn't
So
even
they're-
be able to hear it.
No, they're pretty much saying that that's where atoms are resonate in the sound of
Okay.
noise.
Right.
So that's what stimulates the left side, which is the creative side of your brain. The right side of your brain is your figurative, like figuring
Logic.
out logic and things like that. And they're saying that the logic side has to be damn near shut off.
Yeah, the left side they say is like your brain, and there's other ways to do this, like hypnotizing people. They say like the way that works is when you're watching that, you completely shut off everything,
Yeah.
and then it shuts off your left side.
Did you watch a video of like a Chinese guy talking about it?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah, he was pretty. He was pretty.
He was really good
yeah.
at it. It's 3 parts.
It's
You
5.
can find it. Oh, was it
It's
5?
5
I watched
parts of
3
it.
parts of it in the shower.
Okay.
I watched
my
all
water
5
got
parts.
cold. I put my
watched all
phone up
5
in the
parts.
shower and I was watching it. I was like,
But yeah, and so I guess like the CIA was scared. They're like scared to death of people. They say you can wipe out a whole army, supposedly, by being able to do this, because Russia was
So
trying
you can not only like astral project or whatever you want to call it.
oh, you can hologram.
There's no space or time. You're wiping out all space and time with this. So you're
But you're
just like,
if
all
they're wiping
right.
out, if they can wipe out whole armies, that means they can still exert
Physically.
a physical
Yeah.
difference on
Yeah,
the
they-
world.
Or,
So they
or
did-
do they, or is it they get in their head?
It's a manipulation
you know
of
what I mean?
like
They
can do
space
that.
around
So they-
them.
Okay.
So they did tests on this where they had a university like closed up spot and they had 10 numbers, random numbers, and they had people across the world or wherever, like across the country, and they put these people in this hemisync thing, got them in, and these people were to go get the numbers out of body, and all the people that could do it, they came back and they had 90% of the numbers right. No one got all 10 right, but most of them had 90% of the numbers
That's pretty
correct
crazy.
by doing an out of body.
Well, and the craziest thing about this document, with all of it, I think it's in this. Didn't they use this to find one of the Bin Ladens or Husseins?
I didn't read any of that. But
I don't know if it's in this. Maybe I heard it on a video. But supposedly that's how they found one of them that was in a cave. The government used one of these
Somebody that could do this.
spirit guides or whatever you want to call them. That's, you know what I mean? And he literally astral projected and found him. And then they went and that's how they got him.
I've seen one guy talking about it where he said he like does it all the time. And he said because supposedly you can see the future.
Yeah, there's a grid of that actually.
And he said that he was like holding his two sons. He didn't have any kids yet. He was holding his two sons, and then it like projected him forward where they were grown up, and then they were both by his deathbed. And then like he came out of it.
That'd be fucking trippy.
And then he also said like something about how him and his sister and his mother, they were fighting, and they hadn't talked in a long time, and he like had a out of body experience, and he like went to where they were at and kind of like whatever he did.
Smoothed it over or something?
No, but and then the next morning he woke up to his mom and texted him and said, "Hey, we need to talk." And then talked for a long time.
Damn.
So it's pretty fucking trippy shit.
Yeah.
And
It reminds me kind of lucid dreaming. So when you sleep, I mean, your brain is obviously like all your organs, you're slowing down.
Your left side shut off while you're sleeping.
No, you're right.
No, you're
both sides are asleep.
Both, but your left, you can't remember. That's why it's hard to remember. They talk about it in it like you can't.
Oh, that's right.
You can't remember dreams very good because your the process side is shut down when you're sleeping. So and when you do this, your left side is active, can remember things, but it's in the same as linked up with your
It's
right
like the
side.
same consciousness in a sense.
It's super deep and really hard to.
They talk about what was it they said? They called it like the consciousness matrix
something
like that, where it's pretty much saying that all consciousnesses are linked.
So we are in a simulation.
It's like the guy tried to explain it with the rock where he dropped it in the in the water
in the ripple.
In the ripple, so like you can, if you dropped a pebble in a glass of water, the ripple, as soon as you dropped it in, you froze it. You could see the exact shape of the rock in the frozen water and the ripples. And he says like how out of body experience, you can like the ripples. So you can tell how far away, like if you're in the water or something, a wave comes, the distance between the waves, you can tell exactly when that rock was dropped. And if you're good enough, you could actually know exactly the whole shape and size of the rock. It's
so
I mean,
so when
it's
they
something
go, when they go out of their
should-
body and go out into whatever it is they're in, is time frozen? So like when he went to talk to his sister, she's just standing there, or she's carrying on her everyday life, just can't hear him.
He didn't really.
It's like a movement forward too with that, because that was a day before it even had happened. So it's almost like a consciousness time travel in a sense.
You can just go anywhere at any time if you're able to do it. So they say all these. There was something I read about the Chinese, like how, because they're into this shit, and they were like the Chinese government's like afraid of a certain group, and I don't remember the name of the group, but they're afraid of death of them because they're really good at being able to do it. So seems it's all it doesn't mean if you're listening you're like, okay, these guys, what are these
shit?
We'll dig
people listening are like,
into
what are
this.
these motherfuckers? These guys are talking about shit that don't make.
We're just saying what the document says. On a
I mean, this is the CIA fucking released this, and they were obviously scared to death.
You can literally Google it, which is the crazy thing.
It's a legitimate.
You can Google it, and it's called, if you want to check it out yourself, it's called Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. You Google that, literally first thing that pops up is CIA.gov,
June 9th, 1983.
and it wasn't declassified until 2003.
So the Bob Monroe guy started doing this testing stuff in like the 70s. And when it started catching on, the CIA is like, what's going on with this? You know, like they got to get their fucking
I wonder how
hands
many
involved.
people they tested and how many people it worked for.
Here's what the
Yeah,
document
that's what
looks
I'm
like.
thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it.
There you go.
What's crazy though, when you Google, because I was trying to Google stuff about it, and there's like not much. It seems like
Oh, you don't say. I mean, literally
Didn't
when I
seem like-
googled it, the only thing that popped up was like that Chinese
like
dude's YouTube videos.
there's not very much about.
There's no like news articles or nothing like that.
Because they said
No,
like,
they
not
don't
very
talk
many
about
people
that
knew
shit.
even
Yeah.
know about it, and then all of a sudden, like people on TikTok are like bringing this up. So then they're like, people.
Well,
they
it
said
was-
that it's like YouTube videos are being getting taken down. And
So what would you type in on YouTube? Gateway process?
Yeah.
Or would you type in
Probably
remote viewing?
Probably both. You'd probably get there.
I
I want to see what I put in.
HemiSync.
HemiSync was
I typed for the tapes.
I bet you would get a lot more about remote viewing than HemiSync or gateway
I
process.
typed in Gateway Experience, Bob Monroe, HemiSync.
I have CIA gateway
And-
process is what I typed in.
Basically, hip.
My next one on top was guided.
There
lucid
was
dreaming.
there was a whole thing you could click on and it would bring up all the tapes, and it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Because I remember you talking about the tapes and I couldn't find them.
If there's 100 people listening and all 100 people like went and searched this, the CIA would probably, like a buzzer would probably go off.
Well, you know what the
Someone-
most fucked up.
Whoa! We got an entire
why
town
is
of
this small town?
Yeah.
looking into
Oh my
that
God, they might
shit?
put a fucking dome over us. Actually, nobody looked this shit up just in case.
Yeah,
What if
it's
yeah,
crazy
200
stuff.
people in little old Carmel, Illinois, Googled the fucking
And the next time,
gateway
the next time
process.
we'll be sitting here. So there'll be a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, we can't be talking about this anymore.
They won't knock on the
But I
fucking
did-
door. All they do is shoot a laser. And
I
all
did,
that
we
shit
got a
wouldn't
sign
work.
out there that says don't knock.
Yeah, they can't. They got to listen to that
Oh,
sign.
So
okay.
so I'd listen to like the first 3 tapes, like trying to see how it is. And I kind of just like laid down and put on headphones, and I don't know. I couldn't block out my mind, you know.
I mean, they
I
say it
just
takes, like,
thinking-
I know,
it's-
15 to
but
20 years.
It says you just got to keep doing it and learn the. That's why they say people that done Zen meditation for so long, they don't even really need the tapes and stuff. They can just go. They can.
Like if I had all the time in the fucking world, that's what I would do. I feel like now that I know about it, because it's fucking crazy. I mean,
Well, the video of that Chinese guy that you're talking about,
What
the
would
guy
make
that was talking about it, he's like, he said he'd been doing Zen meditation since he was 12, and he was like,
he still hasn't really been able to.
no, he said that's how he's successful. He's
Oh yeah,
been
because he
into
was
the
doing like a lot of he was doing
He's
like
been-
positive energies and
he's
all
been
that
into the like
stuff, you know.
future and like built his companies off of shit. I mean,
Would this
take that
explain-
as far as you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If this was true, this might explain ghost sightings.
good.
True.
That's
What it could
We
be.
talked about this on the last one about ghost sightings. That it could have been alien. They're so advanced, but maybe it's people
Maybe it's
haven't.
They are so
apparitions.
advanced because most of us don't have a
Well, yeah.
fucking clue, but it's just people. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
what if
maybe
it's
it's
just
people that are
consciousness?
having out of body experiences that are.
Well, I don't know if this is real. I hope it is. I hope I could learn how to do it. But lucid dreaming is,
100% real.
oh yeah, I've had several.
Yeah, I just did one.
I want to know. I want to know
your.
your trick because I've had a very few.
I'll
in
let
my
Denton
life.
tell his, and then I'll say what I do.
Well, this would have been a long time ago. It was kind of a weird story. What even got me onto this? I'm not even going to start with that story because it's boring. But anyway, it made me look up online. I forget what it was I had to type in, but anyway, it led me to lucid dreaming. So I went to this site.
No,
It was like-
explain lucid dreaming first before we get into this.
So
'cause-
lucid dreaming is essentially when you're asleep, obviously, and you're dreaming, but you realize in your dream that you're dreaming, and you don't wake up. So at that point, if you're still in your dream, but you're not awake. You have control, and you, right, you know it's a dream. Then you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You control your dream.
you have
basically.
pretty much consciousness while dreaming.
yeah,
in a
and
sense.
it's weird. So you can just take off flying. You take off
Yeah.
flying.
I think I've mastered it without doing any technique. I can do that.
Yeah, see what this website, it was like something about a mirror. I bet if you just Googled like lucid dreaming mirror, it would pop up. I mean, this is a long time ago. But it told you to do like everyday reality checks. Do them all day long. So if you're sitting there, you want to teach yourself how to lucid dream, and you're sitting there, like right now, you could look at the palms of your hands. There's no black X's on them.
Yep.
Turn your hands over and then think to yourself, when I flip my hands back over, there's going to be black X's. Turn your hands back over. There's no black X. I'm awake. Or when you walk over the light switch, flick it and it goes off or on, and then think to yourself, when I do it again, it's not going to do anything. You flick it, they go back off or come back on. You're still awake. Look at a clock. It's 9:35. Turn away. When I look back, it's going to be 10:30. You look back up there, it's still 9:35. You're awake. You do shit like that all day. When you're in your dream and you do one of those, you immediately know, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And for like the first 4 or 5 times, I got so excited. First thing I did was wake up.
Yep.
So the hardest part is remaining asleep.
Well, and
Some people can do it, some people can't.
so this, once Andy sent me this like last week, all these documents, that was the next search that came up, was lucid. It was like something about lucid dreaming, because they're pretty related, honestly, with this anything. Anyways, there are guides on YouTube, which you can do. It's like a, what's it called? Lucid dreaming guided, like a guided tour. And what I did the other night was I laid in bed and closed my eyes, put headphones in, and it was a 4.5 hour video, and it literally step by step tells you like things like that. Open your eyes, look around your room, remember the shapes that you can see, even if it's pitch black. Just remember those shapes. And like my window, like you could see a little bit of light coming out, so I could see kind of the roof and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And it tells you close your eyes, blah blah blah, and it almost plays like Hertz music. It's like low frequencies and weird stuff, but it's like calming. Mm-hmm. And then it'll tell you like, open or keep your eyes closed and imagine a ball in your hand. And what color is that ball? And then it was like, now put the ball down, put it on a table. So you're like doing all this in your head.
Yeah.
But you're not realizing that it's slowly, your heart rate's slowing down, you're calming, you're doing all this stuff. And then, 4 or 5 minutes later, I was asleep. But I remember like that voice. I remember standing up in my room, and it wasn't my bedroom, it was in my spare bedroom, and it was just a table. And it said, what color is this ball? And at first I said red, and it was black. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking dreaming.
Holy shit, I'm in.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fucking dreaming. So then I like looked around a little bit, and nothing crazy happened. I just kind of like walked around, and I was like, okay, I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming. And then Maddie fucking hit me and was like, fucking snoring. And I'm like, God damn it, dude.
I know I was in deep.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about it was like, because I'd been up till like 3 a.m. fucking looking through these documents. And then I did this thing. It was probably like 2:30 actually. But I look at my phone when she hits me, and the video was over. And I was like, holy fuck, that video was 4 hours long. It was like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I've been asleep for almost 4 hours. And all I remember was my room and a table and the ball. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm dreaming. But yeah, it had been 4 hours had passed.
That's crazy.
That's
But
one
it
of
was
the
like
things.
10 seconds.
That's one of the things that website says was when you're wanting to learn how to do this and you're doing those reality checks, right before you go to bed, you are to make a decision like, if I realize I'm dreaming, here's what I'm going to do. Like, have a plan. The last thing you want to do is realize you're dreaming and like, oh shit, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
What should I do? And then most of the time you wake up, so they say here's what you're going to do if in the event you land a lucid dream.
And I'd done it before when like younger, like 21, 22. But I would do the opposite. Instead of looking at my hand and saying, I'll flip it over and say there's an X on my hand, I would draw a small dot with a black Sharpie on the palm of my hand. And then like while I was working at a liquor store at the time. And when I would hand people money or change or whatever, I would be looking down and I'd see that dot on my hand. Well, when you're on a dream, your body, that's not normal. So
Right.
it's not there.
there.
Then I would realize the dot isn't there, I'm not awake. The Sharpie's still on my hand. And then I'd fly around or do whatever I wanted. I remember the dream that I did have was like all the people I used to hang out with in Harrisburg, which is really weird. But we were like running like on the tops of these roofs, like almost like in a Chinatown, like shanty town. You know what I mean? There's like 15 of us like jumping roof to roof. And mid jump to this next roof, I like saw my hand. And I was like, oh, fuck, this isn't real. And then I was like, see ya. You know what I mean? Like, you guys can run from whatever you're running from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I all the time I can go, I'll be having like a super, like something bad's happening. I'm sleeping, like into my sleep, and like I might be going to like prisoner or something. And then I honestly, I can, in the midst of it, and then I can tell myself like, wait, I'm dreaming. It happens all the time. I know that, and then all of a sudden I'm like, it eases over. Like, okay, I'm not really going to jail because this is a dream, and then I just do whatever I want.
Is that a recurring dream that you're going to prison?
No, but that's just like
an example.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
This happens.
This happens all the time. So I don't know. I've never practiced any of that shit, but I've just because
You should try it.
whenever I was telling you guys earlier, this hasn't been too long ago. I mean, a few years ago, I would wake up at 1:08 a.m. every morning. I'd look at the clock at 1:08. I'd wake up out of a sleep, and it'd be 1:08.
Fuck that.
It got to a point, and I'd wake up kind of like I was scared, kind of like presence of like people being in the room, and it got to where I was like afraid to go to sleep. I would stay up till after 1:08 a.m.
What did you remember anything from them, or you just wake up scared?
I would just wake up and it'd be 1:08 a.m.
Fuck.
And the TV would always be on.
Would it be playing that commercial like?
Yes, it was a commercial.
Was it that commercial? It was like, you could own the CD for $19.99.
No, it wasn't that, but it was always like my TV would be off, but I would the TV. So it would be 1:08 a.m. and I would hear this. It would be a freaky info commercial going on, and then I would look over, and then I like the TV wasn't really on. Dude, I was hearing.
I think he's dreaming it.
I was going to say,
he's dreaming it's a recurring dream of the 108 alarm.
No, I know I was, but either way,
did you ever get, after you looked at the clock and it was 1:08? Did you ever like get up and fucking get a drink and like pee and like things like that? Or
I can tell you, I've woke up and drop kicked my fan numerous times.
thinking it was somebody standing there.
Just fucking kicked it across the room and it shatters, and then I fucking snap out of it and I'm pissed because I got to pick this shit up.
Yeah.
Damn, so he ain't dreaming. So maybe it's like a walking dream.
Okay.
Can we please put a camera in your?
I've had some.
I don't want to fucking.
I've had some sketchy shit happen in my sleep, but I've like the lucid dreaming stuff. I always know when or not at first, but then I always know, and I can keep it going.
You know
without
what? I have a
waking
fucking
up.
dream book. I forgot about this. I need to bring it here. I forgot about this. Every little detail in a dream is a meaning. Like if you have teeth where dream where your teeth's loose, and have you ever had one of those where you're trying to pull them out? It means you're hiding something. It means you're telling us, like you're hiding a secret.
Really?
I had a weird one
Shit
last
like that.
night. Didn't sleep with a fuck last night.
Really?
I just kept going. My upper body kept going paralyzed. Could not move either arms. The whole body was paralyzed, and I kept waking up like looking, but I couldn't move, and like kind of shaking it out. And then
That's sleep paralysis.
I don't know what it is.
That's
It's fucked up.
That's another fucking.
I feel like you need to go see a doctor.
It was messing with me for sure.
Yeah,
What do you think, Blake? You think he needs to go see a
Blake's got something to
psychiatrist?
say.
Dude, I've got a lot of things going. Okay, so you think, like, you know, you hear people say like they saw their lottery numbers in their dream,
Yeah.
or they had a dream that told them to do this, and now they're fucking rich or something like that. Do you think that either they know how to do this, or it can happen accidentally sometimes?
Yeah.
And
I think
maybe
it's
they
accidental.
did fucking pop out, go into the future, and like see something.
I think it's
And
very.
you know what I mean? Maybe
accidental.
I mean that's from the fucking CIA.
I'll let you know if that ever happens to me. If I become rich, I'll let you know if that's.
Well, I was thinking earlier, like, what would be the benefit in even learning how to do this? I guess that would be go peek in on.
I guess
You can control anything.
Also, it's very good for you too. They say.
Yeah, it's really like spiritually healing and all this.
You can
jazz.
doing that. You can heal your body as well.
Like
Or
can-
kids,
physically.
if you can't learn how to do this, you can always eat a half an ounce of mushrooms.
it'll get you pretty
blast
fucking
off.
close.
Yeah.
That'd be
Kick
the best
the door
way to get
down.
her done.
Well, I wonder, like
So-
what Blake was saying, I wonder if, like, you know how you do something bad and everybody's like, well, if my future self didn't stop me, it must not be too bad. What if, like, that is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if dream is future, past, present self? Like, hey, motherfucker, you probably need to put these in your pocket. It's like, oh, hey, there's my, because I remember one time when I had my first vehicle, my Mountaineer, I didn't have a spare key, and I lost my keys, and you know, the motherfuckers are expensive, and I didn't want to get another one, and I'd happened to drop it like out in the country, and I couldn't fucking remember where we were or like anything like that, and I had a dream where it was, and I went back and got
And
it.
it was there.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it was a completely different day. Like I remember
Yeah.
the dream exactly. Like it was like snowing. And I was like, oh, they're fucking right here. And it's like, you know, June. I'm like, oh, there they are.
Or
And
that,
then I
you know,
got 'em.
that's like one of those things that it was in your brain the whole time. You couldn't
you
bring
just-
it.
yeah.
You couldn't bring it up, and then somehow in your dream it fucking.
This was months later.
Yeah, it just clicked.
Yeah.
You
I'd
know,
already had a
fucking
new
now.
key by then.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it was still in this fucking ditch.
But also, I want to say, okay,
'Cause I got out and
you
peed.
you were waking up at exactly 1:08. Okay, I've had a similar thing. Okay, but I think I have like a reason. So, do you guys remember that movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
Yes. Fuck
Okay.
that goddamn movie, dude. That one got me
Okay,
good.
yeah, it really messed with me too. So was it at 3:33?
Yes, that's the witching hour.
Okay, dude. So I started waking up at 3:33.
Oh, fuck
okay.
that.
No, I swear to you. Okay. And it started freaking me out a little bit. So then I would wake up and I'd be like, okay, I'm just not going to look at the fucking clock for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And I would fucking lay there for a long time. Okay.
Exactly what
And
I
I
would
would
do.
look over and it would be 3:30 fucking 3. And it was fucking with me
That's what I was doing.
in a fucking bad way. And then it didn't matter when I would look over. It was always fucking.
Even if you woke up and you're like,
I
all right,
would
I'm
wake
not
up and
fucking
wait.
looking.
I would wake up and wait a long time. I would wake up and wait a little bit. I would wake up and look immediately. And it happened to me for a long time. I'm talking like probably like 6 months on and off.
Holy fuck, dude.
Dude, no, it was bad. It was messing with me.
I'd get some sage and burn that shit in your house. At the
I
I
would
eventually
join
just let
the
it
Church
go.
of Scientology and have them suck them demons out of you.
It didn't have anything to do with that. It was something in my head. Because the movie scared the shit out of me. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
a creepy movie.
Yeah, it was
And
fucked up. Especially for
some
that time.
reason-
Wasn't that
yeah.
movie in like 2006?
Yeah.
that creeps you out even more.
So that
That's
for some reason that number clicked into my head, and then it happened once, and I think that my body just. I woke up at it one time and it scared me and it bothered me and it like made a trigger.
Yeah.
So my body started doing that.
Not
Okay?
even knowing that it was.
Not even knowing that it was doing it. I don't really know how to explain the times that I would sit there and fucking wait though, and how I tried to fuck with it and make it not happen.
It,
Part of those could have been dreams. Those could have been dreams too. Some of them
Possibly.
could have been dreams, but I fucking know that most of
couple
them
of
were
them
real.
were.
No, I know that
You don't
most of them were fucking real.
you don't have to
I
explain
know.
it to me because I know exactly how you feel. About
Oh, it was fucked up.
a good example of that. Maddie's little sister Lexi, when we moved, she talked about this before, but she kind of had a similar situation, but it wasn't like waking up and all that. She had where she was like the number 3 was following her. She said everywhere she looked, she'd see 3s. And blah blah blah, all this shit. And we moved to fucking Nashville downtown, and we walk into her apartment. She was there. She came out on the balcony. We're moving shit in. We look across the street, and literally a building across from us was like 333 11th Avenue or some shit. She was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? She like looks at her phone. It was like 303. You know what I mean? Like, and she talked about this for months and months and months. I think she still talks about it. She's like, every time I look at something, there's a 3.
You ever seen the movie
23. God fucking damn
Jim
it.
Carrey.
Dude, Jim Carrey, that right there.
That movie was
I
fucked
think
up.
that movie is what put him through the ringer. I think
That was a fucked up movie.
I'm pretty sure there was, and I might be just making this up in my fucking head, but I swear to God, I feel like I remember after he made that movie, he had a fuck ton of problems with the number 23. Like he conjured it now, and it was doing all kinds of fucked up shit to him.
There's, like I said, I think that the reason why I was doing that was I just, my body, it triggered something and I was basically obsessed with it subconsciously or something. And I think that that's how that happens. Like when people think that a number's falling around, like, dude, there's fucking numbers everywhere all the time. And so like
every time you look at a number, you have a 1 out of 10 chance of it being a 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
And then also like there's numbers everywhere. Okay. So if in your head you think the number 3 is fucking following me, so that puts you on a little bit of alert for that.
Yeah.
So then it's like every time you see it, it's like son of a bitch.
Well, it's just
Son of a bitch.
I mean, a good example is like when I got my last car, it was a Jeep. I'd never seen one before. I was like, oh, it was pretty cool. Like I'd never seen that body style of them. After that, I saw them everywhere. I'm like, oh fuck. You don't notice them because there's no reason.
There's no reason to. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that makes sense. But on your point, how the fuck would your body even subconsciously know what time it was?
I know our bodies have a body clock just because I know
agree.
I just wake up. So I know when my alarm's gonna go off. I wake up fucking 2 minutes before my
Yeah.
alarm all the time.
You can test that theory
Yep.
by just shutting your alarm off, and you'll wake up. When
I
you
know.
normally wake up every day.
Yeah.
It's like
you
they
wake
know
up to beat the alarm because you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. The alarm thing makes sense, but it's like if you go to bed so you were saying for that like 5-6 month period, if you went to bed at 9:30 in the morning,
It didn't
at
matter
night,
when
it
I
didn't
went to
matter.
bed.
You could go to bed at
didn't matter.
3:31 and then 3:33.
I would probably wake up at 3:33.
Yeah. See, that's fucking.
That's why I was waiting after one away.
But I do the same thing
be
now though.
hard to wait
I
after
can go to bed
3:33.
at 8 or I can go to bed at 1 and I wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what.
Well, but you've had to do that for how long?
Right,
That's
right.
different. I mean,
Right.
the psychological aspect of 3:33, and it only happened for like a weird 6 month period.
Yeah, it was
That's
super
strange.
fucked up.
The whole I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning because I've had to do it since I was
Yeah,
fucking
that's true. It's
16.
just like
that
habit.
makes sense.
Yeah.
God, fucking, the world's weird, man. I mean, maybe we follow numbers because we are in the Matrix, because that's what everything's made of. Deep down,
be.
instead of an atom, it's just a 0 and a 1.
Yeah, just a bunch of
That's
binary
why
numbers.
people are so, they want to study dreams all the time.
Yeah.
Because no one understands it.
Well,
no
and-
one can understand what the hell.
I think dreams are scarier than the ocean, because that's something everyone has, no matter what. I mean, even if you don't remember them, you have one every night.
Yeah.
And it's something that we can't put any finger on. There's no reason for them.
So
There's no reason for us to dream at all. There's nothing scientifically proven that it helps mental, physical, blah, blah, blah. There's no reason that our
but
brain is
it's
still
part of sleep and you have to have that.
Well, and that's and why? You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like we have to have an REM cycle. Okay, explain why. Well, so what it does is it makes your body better. Well, how does it make your body better? Well, what we think is,
Yeah.
you see what I mean?
That's true.
It's fucked up.
Isn't REM sleep like kind of close to right before you wake up? It's not in your deep sleep. It's like in between deep and
Yeah, your REM's the most beneficial,
Yeah.
supposedly. That's your resting eye movement.
Rapid eye movement.
Rapid eye movement. That's when you dream. Your deep sleep is when your dreams will cut off. My watch tells me all that. It's kind of fucked up.
that's also when I would quit breathing before I got my CPAP.
Is that deep sleep?
Right
when
before the good sleep. Yeah, I would wake up.
you have one of that? Oh yeah, you do have one of those, don't you?
Oh yeah. Well, when you sleep, it's all your organs are slowing down, so everything's getting rested. Well, if you can't breathe, your brain's still asleep essentially, but your body keeps like having to jolt its organs, and they're working too hard. So that's why if you have sleep apnea, when you wake up in the morning, you want to jump in a cold shower and stand there just to help wake up. It's hard to like get woke up and moving in the morning because all your organs other than your brain have had hardly
rest.
any breather whatsoever.
Damn, I might fucking do that too. need that too. Then maybe I feel like I have that problem all the time.
I remember some mornings I'd get up and get in the shower, and I would lay in there and let the water hit me.
Really?
I mean, I was tired.
And was it every day or was it every once in a while?
No, it got to the point where it was pretty much every day.
Yeah, because I know
You
I
might
have.
get lucky one night and catch a position, and you stay in that position for long enough where you can breathe
Yeah.
well, and you'd wake up better. But the first night I wore my CPAP, I got up at like 3:33. I got up, way before time to get up, and it was like I had the best sleep in my life. And I remember like just getting my phone out, and I was probably farting around on my phone for maybe 30 minutes. And Abby rolls over, she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I've been awake for 30 minutes. I literally cannot go back to sleep. It's the best sleep I've ever had."
And what time? Like how?
I went to
like-
bed at like 10:30, and I was 3-something. I was up.
So that's why you don't need coffee or nothing. You got some of that fucking O2 coming in,
Well,
dude.
That fucking good O2.
That's a good O2.
Some of that good
Eventually you
O2.
get back
was onto
used to it,
something.
and you'll get your 7-8 hours of sleep or whatever. I sleep about 7, but then that night I slept 4 hours and something, which tells me that's what my body. That's probably about the amount of real sleep I was getting every night.
Yeah.
My body hit its normal 4 hours or whatever, and
Fuck yeah, here we go. We're good. Yeah, that's fucking, dude. I mean, don't they say that like 3 and 4 hours, like spaced?
Ideal fucking like sleep awake time for humans is 8-4-8-4.
That's what I
It's
thought.
impossible to do though, but
So you are awake for 8, sleep
awake
for 4.
8, then sleep 4.
Hey,
Awake
that's why
8,
down
sleep 4.
our neighbors to the south take
Siestas.
siestas
Yeah.
after lunch.
Yeah.
And look at them, dude. They do all kinds of shit.
Well, the way I think about before we had this crazy society we live in, and you were just hunter gatherers or whatever. If you had to do something that was, like get overheated during the day, why would you not do it at night when it's cooler anyway?
Yeah.
So I could see people
Waking up in the morning,
do something for 8 hours. I'm tired. What does a dog do in the middle of the day when it's tired? What's a cat do? What's any animal other than human beings in the middle of the day when it's tired?
They're taking a
Some
nap.
bitch lays down and takes a nap.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's just a body.
I could see human beings a long time ago that get up, fart around for 8 hours, do whatever they do, sleep for 4, go for another 8, sleep for 4. I'm assuming when they got tired, they just slept.
Well, and it's easy.
Yeah, it
to,
just makes sense.
It's easy to get up with the legitimate sun when you know that that's coming. Like as in, I can get up. I would be able to get up at 5:30 in the morning every morning if I know that at 2:00 I'm gonna probably take a 3-hour nap.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
I
yeah.
go to bed when the sun goes down and I sleep more.
Till it
You
comes
know what I
up.
mean? Yeah. Now I'm like hugging my pillow like fucking 801's coming. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, it's 7:54. Here we go.
Well, it's like when you have kids who are like, for a while they need naps. So they take a nap. But at a certain point in the day, like if you had a real busy day and you're going or whatever, and you have missed their nap time, you don't want to let them take that nap because now you're going to be up
Yeah.
too late before they're tired to go to bed again.
Yeah. So you pretty much just feed them a bunch of fucking sugar. And let
Well,
them run
you
around
just
and
tough
then-
it out and then
Yeah.
put them to bed.
Yeah.
Candies. They'll always eat candies.
What are
yeah.
you saying?
Candies. Candies.
Or
Candies.
sometimes,
Candy.
do you ever run into where you put them down for the nap, but they get to that point to where they've been sleeping too long? You're like, if they sleep much past this, it's going to be hard
It's
to
gonna
get
be a
to
bad
bed.
deal.
Wake up, you little shit.
And then they're pissed.
time to
then they're
get
pissed
after it.
again.
Wake up, you little shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm excited to dig deep. So that's the homework for the night.
Okay. I'll be on that
To
shit.
read this 29-page document.
Yeah. And do whatever research you want, however much you want to be prepared.
You guys just better be ready in a week. I'm gonna fucking come to all of you guys subconsciously in your fucking dreams.
Hey,
You're gonna I'll be
motherfucker.
like, are you motherfuckers on my level yet?
Did you read that shit yet? Hey, motherfucker, get out of my room.
Don't become fuck with me. But
That's
go up
why
there
I was
and
asking
Find
if-
some lottery numbers.
If I find the lottery numbers, I'm coming to you, but I'm bringing them to you at
can see-
1:08 in the morning.
I was about to say, I could see
That's
Blake
fine.
like tapping on your shoulder. It's 108.
I got them lotto numbers.
That's why I was wondering if I knew how many
Freaked out,
people
I'll
they
karate
tested.
chop you, dude. Kick that fucking.
if I knew how many people they tested and we knew how many people succeeded in figuring it out, let's say it's 25%, and that means if all 4 of us tried it, one of us in this room is bound to succeed.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
but we've got to
I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
We've got to spend like it's not like this is something we go home and we watch a YouTube video and now we're fucking celestial beings. Like,
No, yeah,
this
I
is
know.
a 15 to 20 year process.
Oh
is
yeah,
what they're saying.
I'm out then. I ain't got that much time to do
I think
it just
I don't know.
depends.
I think it can be done quicker than that.
I mean, yeah, if you put a crash course on it.
Yeah,
I would just be
Supplements.
hoping I was one of those rare individuals
You
that just
can
had
use
that's
some
a knack
supplements.
for it.
I mean, Andy might. You never know. You might have a fucking knack for it. You
Yeah.
might be able to just.
Yeah, you already have some strange sleep patterns. You could
See.
probably nail this thing in a week.
I might go, if I can. I mean, the
What are you gonna do
The tapes
if-
might be gone.
What would be? That's
to
a good
buy
question.
'em.
What's the first thing you would do if, boom, it's in sync and you shoot out of your body? And
he's.
what would be the first thing?
like
you
if
do?
you
Can I
could
make one
control it.
guess? If I can, if Andy's
Is he
gonna
gonna
go to
go
the
to the
future,
track?
no. If Andy's gonna go to the future and bring something back, he's gonna go write down like all sports scores for like
Ever.
2 years, and
So
then
he can bet
definitely
on-
lotto numbers.
And he's just going to milk that
the
shit.
sports, the scores are just because he loves to gamble, and he just likes he likes the satisfaction of winning.
Yeah.
More than the money, but then the money you just get the lotto numbers. But
I
he's
could
definitely
see
gonna
him
have
doing
the
that.
scores.
And all he would do is just like, he'd have everything for the next 40 years and he would do like $75 bets
Yeah.
and win like $1,000 every once in a while.
No, you do
I
a
could see him
$75
doing it.
bet, win fucking 500,000 on some crazy
I don't
parlay
want
or
nobody
something.
to know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he'd be
Can't
like,
give it away.
I can win some fucking money.
Yeah.
You know, I got the fucking money.
Can't go out there and win the Powerball. I'll be like, that's too suspicious.
Yeah, you can't
this
do-
motherfucker. He's won 2 Powerballs.
Yeah.
Dude, that win like
Wait.
5 in a row.
Wait, how'd this dude get 6 in a row?
The stock market would be a good thing to go look at.
yeah,
too.
for sure.
Oh, and just play it slow. Like, I would buy like,
Can we call Jade Money and ask him what he thinks
Yeah.
about the stock market?
yeah,
Yeah.
let's call
But
it.
but fuck the stock market. If I can go get fuck you money off fucking lottery tickets,
Yeah.
numbers. Let's not play any fucking games.
I actually kind of want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to wait on this. I'm ready for to hit this.
get it
I
over
want
with.
this money fucking Saturday, dude.
well, but especially spend my account tomorrow.
Yeah, we're getting hacked into.
Is that a wet fart?
CIA's
Sounded like
already
a-
on it.
Dude,
They're already
that
on
was
it.
recorded.
CIA's
What
already
was
on
that?
us.
It sounded like super wet farts.
Dude.
Like,
Jade?
hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Jade Money. Hey, just want to let you know you are live on Sky's View right now. We've got Andy, Blake, and Denton here. We had a quick question we wanted to ask you.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but you sound like shit sometimes. Like, I don't know what's happening.
You can't
We're
hear me?
breaking up.
Can you
Your
answer?
phone. Is your phone on mute?
It's on the thing. Let me try and call you right back.
CIA is tacking it.
Yeah, I think we've been tapped.
Just
dude.
ask him the question.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Of course you can. That's fucking weird. All right, so we were talking about, I don't want to explain this in full detail, but if you were able to pretty much fall asleep and kind of time travel / teleport your consciousness instead of your body, what would be the first thing that you would do?
Should we tell him what Andy's going to do first?
We said that Andy would probably go like 10 years in the future and get every winning football, basketball, score, whatever, every sport and just gamble the fucking shit out of it.
And also the lotto numbers.
Yeah, and lotto numbers. So that's what Andy would do. So what would be your first choice if you were like, Andy didn't even say what he would do. We just assumed.
That's true.
Well, to be honest, that sounds like a pretty good idea right there. That you guys
Well, the problem
brought
is
up for him.
that's taken. So you've got to do another one.
Oh, well, I've never even thought about it. You guys gave me the answer to that one.
So that's your answer.
What am I
I feel
supposed
like
to
that's.
figure out?
I feel like that's a
I
lot.
can't go to
Most
the-
people would do.
I'm not going to be able
Oh,
to go
yeah.
to the future and figure out like rocket science and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to matter. I'm going to have to just get some bets. Like
You know what my guess was that you would do, Jade?
what?
I figured you would go into the future and like buy GameStop stocks?
No, dude, I don't even own any. Sounds like a shitty stock.
I figured you go into the past and buy them and then just fucking rake in it.
No, I was just kidding on your TikTok. GameStop's got to be like in the shitters. Like, I don't know why anybody ever buy that stuff.
I think it's still fucking going up right now, honestly. All right, Jade. Well, that was.
No. At least I had some Bitcoin too.
Well, that was our question for you.
I go back in time. Can my consciousness go back in time?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, dude, I'd buy fucking about $300 or $400 of Bitcoin right when it first came out.
Just 300. Why wouldn't you just buy 400
buy everything
Bitcoin?
you got? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Not $400 worth.
I mean, regardless, $400 worth in the very beginning. That'd have been like I'd be a fucking billionaire.
So you wouldn't like go back and like come up with an idea instead, like, you know, like Walmart, like you'd be like, hey, I thought of that first, and then be like the owner of Walmart or something.
Like in Hot Tub Time Machine, where Lou changes Google to Lugal.
Yeah.
And Motley Lou instead of Motley Crue.
And he's the lead singer.
And of course, he's the lead singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also have I'd have some songs and shit too.
Jesus. All right. Well, thanks for giving us your input. We were really concerned. We figured you'd have a good one, and you did. You fulfilled our wettest dreams.
Yeah, people are gonna write books about this.
All right. Thanks, Jay. Bye.
Goodbye, Jade.
You know what I'd do?
What?
We still got to get to Andy too. We've never heard.
Yeah,
him.
I want to hear what you actually do before we get to it.
I would teleport into Groom Lake,
Groom Lake.
Area 50, where Bob Lazar worked. I want to know what they got in the hangars.
Yeah, that's
mic drop. Threw his fucking pen down.
could
Mic
do
drop.
that.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
That would be something on my. I would want to know everything that you don't know. Like, I would want to know everything, like the truth.
Could you go back as far
killed
in time
JFK?
as like when
All this
Earth
shit.
was being created?
Sure. I don't know. Sure. I mean,
Probably eventually.
Like zoom out into space and then reverse time real fast. Just watch it all happen.
Yeah, I'd say you probably could play God, kind of sit up there and watch it all go and put it on fucking fast forward. That'd be cool. I mean, it's not like you only get a one and done. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But your first one is what we're talking about.
I mean, we gotta get this shit figured out.
Well, before we
Work
leave,
on it.
That's crazy.
yeah, we gotta do a research on this. But before we leave, I have one question. It's gonna go
Okay.
around one time, and I was meaning to ask this earlier, but I kind of forgot, and I just remembered it.
Okay.
Okay, so I saw this the other day, and I thought it was pretty funny, and I'd like to hear everyone's answers. So, okay, you have two options. This is a would you rather.
Oh shit.
So let me think about it exactly how they worded it. So it's every time you sneeze, you would be teleported to a random location on the earth, not on the water, like on land. Or every time you farted, you would either travel forward or back in time.
But you had no control of that?
No control of either one. So random location if you sneeze, and every time you fart, it's a forward movement or a backwards movement. You have no idea what's going to happen either way. What's your choice?
It'd have to be the sneeze one. I fart so much, dude. It would be. I
be
would just be all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
well,
And I feel like I can fight a sneeze off.
what I was
A
gonna
fart's
say.
coming. Okay, you can hold her back, but it's coming.
I'd say the bigger the fart, the farther you go, probably, too. You know what I mean? Like, you might blow a big one
But
and fucking you're in Jurassic times.
if you fart and you go back, do you know what already happened? Because if you already know what happened, then you could
Until
Play
you
some bets and
until
win
you
that
ate
money.
some fucking refried beans and then you shoot
I mean,
yourself forward into the future.
Yeah,
And
I
Knew he would
Earth is
figure
a
out a way to
fucking
gamble.
huge. Yeah.
hey, just
First way.
trying to win that money.
I mean, technically,
First thing he's thinking is how can I fucking bend these odds a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you would be a
So-
nomad. You would. I mean, every time you farted, you would have to build a new life.
I would never get what every fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, see,
That'd be all over the place.
That's why I was going to choose sneeze. But every time I sneeze, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, God dang it! Now I got to find a way back home.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is too. When I sneeze, Maddie can say this too. When I sneeze fucking 9 times in a row.
Oh,
and
shit.
it's like if one fucking sneeze comes out, I ain't stopping the other 15 of them. So I'm fucking poofing all over the place like 15 times. And I don't sneeze very often, but when I do, it's fucking game
coming.
over. Yeah. So I don't know what I'd pick.
I usually do a double sneeze. So yeah, I'd be like a.
Yeah.
After 2, I start counting them. So I'll go a chew, a 3, a 4.
God, I hate you.
See how far I can get.
Fucking dad jokes.
You're just farting around, aren't you?
Just farting around in life. So yeah, so what was your choices then? So fart over here on this side of the table. It looked like,
I
No,
don't-
not
or
fart.
sneeze. I'm sorry.
I never really said. I just was wanting to know if, do you know what already happened?
Yeah, you get
back.
you get knowledge of everything, but I mean, you're not going to be there for very long, dude.
Depends. You might. I mean, I got.
How long have you gone? How
Well,
long?
it just
What is the longest period you've gone in your whole life without farting?
If I had to fucking wait for this bet to win a bunch of money,
You think you could hold it?
I'd damn try.
You think you could hold a fart for that long?
Depends on when it depends
Depends
on
on how
what-
much money we're talking about here,
Depends on
son.
when it is. I go back. What if I go back?
I feel like you can control a fart more than you can control a sneeze.
Yeah. Okay. So you can what? I'm just talking about like personal experience. I know
The problem
probably
is,
the longest I've ever gone without farting is I don't know what, maybe like 3 hours.
The problem.
Fuck, we've been here for 2. So many times you shit your pants in here.
Oh, I've farted at least 10 times during this
I've
part.
farted.
God damn, really?
I've been drinking whiskey. Of course,
Yeah.
I've been farting.
That's
The problem with it both ways is like it just never stops.
Yeah.
So you're fucked either way.
Think about
How you
that
gonna
last
enjoy-
fart, like on your deathbed. That last, like, they say you shit your pants when you die.
You go
that
back
last
10 more,
one.
10 more years.
God fucking damn it.
Son of a bitch.
You know what I mean? It's like you feel it coming. You're like, oh, sweet release.
It's like Groundhog Day. They just keep sending you back one day every
Here-
time.
here
You just keep
fucking
fucking
is.
redoing it.
Well, the problem with the sneeze thing too is obviously this is a very bad odds, but you have the potential to sneeze and end up in your bathroom
Yeah.
or your living room or your neighbor's house. I mean, it's not
Oh,
like
I'd
you're
be-
always going to India.
I'd end up
You know
in
what I
the
mean?
fucking pyramid on top of the pyramid. How the fuck am I going to get down from here?
Hey, at
I'll have
least
to wait till I sneeze again.
At least fucking
Yeah.
sneezing would be pretty cool, like sightseeing, but you'd have to have some fuck you money to get back home every time.
I feel
My
like
problem is I'd go to somewhere cool when I'm in the middle of one of them sneezing sequences.
Yeah,
like
you'd
on
be
my
like,
third
"No."
sneeze, and like real cool, and then I feel that fourth coming.
Yeah.
Gone.
And then you don't get to ever go back.
thing is, we would eventually be able to control it. We'd be able to control
Well, it's like
which
a-
way we go and or forward or back or where we go. We'd be able to, you know what I mean? Like
your brain will
eventually
figure
we'd
it
be
out.
able to figure out how to control where we go with the sneeze.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or if we go forward or back, or how far.
You'd be like, Indonesia.
Yeah.
I'd start
we'd find
carrying
a
around
way.
pepper with me and just start snorting pepper all the time.
We'd
What would
find
your
a way- yeah,
superhero
that'd
name be? What would your superhero name be? If you sneezed and teleported.
Oh man.
I don't even have
Sneeze man.
Whoa, dude, where'd you come up with that?
Holy shit.
Sneeze man.
God damn.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Sneeze man.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
I don't know.
Sneeze woman.
Sneeze potato head. It's both.
Yeah, that's right. It is both now.
I don't know what mine. I'll be honest with you. I think I'd pick both. Fuck it.
I don't think that's how
Yeah, I
this
mean, I
game
guess
works.
true. Okay,
What
yeah,
would
at
happen
that
if you
point,
s-
like,
Have you ever sneezed and farted?
Oh
at
yeah,
the same
all the time. Because I mean, my sneezes hurt. So yeah, I pushed a little turd out.
What's a
Or little
burp do?
I've done that.
bird?
What's a burp do?
Oh, I don't know. That wasn't part of the game, but we can throw something in if we need to. What's a burp?
Make you shorter. Or
We're
taller?
gonna play
Die.
make believe fucking games. Might as well throw a burp in there.
I don't know. Make sure your fucking feet grow in or out.
Oh, okay. I'd be
Well,
in
that's-
trouble.
No, we don't. That wouldn't even be beneficial.
Yeah,
Sorry.
How in the hell is he gonna,
Sorry, sneeze man.
how's he going to work that into his sports bets?
Yeah. Okay.
We can bet. You can bet people like, hey, the next time I burp, or my feet gonna be in or out. It's 50-50. Which one do you want to bet on?
We'd find a way.
We would find a fucking way.
I'd find a way to win something.
Let's call it
I'd
short.
Just be a bookie.
Let's call it, boys.
Yeah, I think we've gave the people what they wanted.
Yeah,
Sure.
hopefully. I don't know. This is
I don't know if that's what
this
they
one
wanted.
went weird. This was some weird tangents. But we already have. We'll plan it soon. But you out there in the fucking world of the wide web have some
Homework.
You need to look up
Research.
these documents. We're gonna plan the next episode soon, and it might be a long one, kids.
And we're going to talk to Blake about his adventures in the ether because he's going to figure this out in 2 weeks.
By the next time,
I'm going.
Yeah, by the next time Blake won't be here. It's just his conscience will be here, and
The mic will be moving and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I figured it out, guys. That's all we'll hear. Like,
I told
fuck.
you.
He's in the goddamn microphones. But yeah, so do your homework at home. We will we'll get a show planned very shortly. And really dive deep into that shit because I'm telling you, I've read through a little bit of it. I think I did like 15 pages and it's pretty gnarly. Mostly videos I've watched, but
We've got time, so we should also watch the movie with...
Men Who Stare at Goats.
Yeah, but
Right?
there's another one with the guy that played Jean-Luc Picard. What's his name?
Oh yeah, you were telling me this the other day.
It's called like Suspect Zero or something like that. I'll have to look it up, but it's about remote viewing.
Okay, look it up because I've never seen this. So
but
let's
the Man That Stare at Goats is also about this.
yeah,
too, if
the
you
Men
wanna
Who
watch
Stare at
that.
Goats is about this document.
Yeah,
Like it's
No
the
shit.
actual.
Yeah.
That's the actual team that they made. Like that's what it's based on. Is the team of like it's like Jeff
Right.
Bridges and all them.
Yeah.
That's the actual team that they talk about in this document. That's what it's based on.
Okay.
Yeah. So do your homework, kids.
Yeah, I will.
You two out
Peace.
there.
That's crazy.